Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Critical Beauty. And today we're going to react to Miss Grand International 2025 finals. I have four guests. I have Noemi Melendez, Miss Cuba director. I have Wilfredo Lopez, aka Runway Papi, George, the pageant Empress. And at the last minute, we have our dear friend Lanka Vomocil, who actually attended the Miss Grand International finals. So we're just waiting for them to join our group chat. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment in the chat box below, and I'll be more than happy to share your thoughts and opinions about the issue. So we're just waiting for people to join us. I see Noemi. Share your thoughts. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Hello, Jayton. Joshi, how are you doing? Yes, looking forward to this chat. Of course, everybody's looking forward to this chat. Hoo-hoo! Miss Noemi Melendez, Miss Cuba director. How are you, darling?
Hi, good and
Welcome.
you?
I can hardly hear you, honey.
Oh, let me raise
Hello,
the
hello, hello, Harriet. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. More degree zero or whatever your name is. Hi, Tito Rafa. Greetings. You are still over the moon from Emma's deserved victory. All right. Are you guys affiliated with Global Beauties? Yes, I am. Their Facebook page has not been updated in years. I know for some reason they abandoned it. Because as you know, the owner of Global Beauty is actually Enrique Fontes. He used to be the former national director of Miss World Brazil and other uh, uh, pageant franchises, but he stepped down from being a director, and he is now working with the Miss World organization. So since almost everybody has moved on to other platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, hardly anybody pays attention to Facebook anymore. But I still do. Noemi does, right? You still,
Yep.
yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
I think Facebook is still very important, especially if you want to promote your business, if you have a business. I mean, Facebook is still very, very much alive and relevant.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. So, guys, if this is your first time watching this group chat and you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so now. Click the subscribe button. All right, share, like, comment, whatever. Please help this community grow because it is also your channel. It's not just my channel, it's also yours. So hello, everybody. We're just waiting for our other guests to join in. Jonathan Aikenwell. Hi, Jonathan. How are you, honey? Hope you're having a great weekend. It is Sunday, right? Oh, yeah, it is Sunday.
It is Sunday.
It feels
I
like
know
it's a
you.
Saturday. Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
No, I mean,
you've been
I can still
traveling.
hardly hear you. Your
Hmm.
volume.
I have
It's
my
like a,
volume high.
it's like an echo. Kurt
Hmm.
Johnson. Hi, hello, everyone. Hi, Kurt. How are you doing? Chris Perrian, still waiting for a reaction video. You know what? I did not do a reaction video because I was in Atlanta. While the finals was going on, I was there for 3 days for a project, and I was not able to. I was able to watch the entire show actually at the airport. Let me see. The show in Thailand started at what time? I think it started at 8 o'clock p.m., right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, somewhere around that time. And then, oh no, 7 p.m. Sorry. It started at 7 p.m. Thailand time, and it was 8 in the morning in Atlanta, where I was about to board the plane back to Massachusetts. So I started watching it as soon as the show began, and I was actually on an Uber car, and the Uber driver was taking me to the airport, and I was watching the whole thing there. Okay. And so I by 11, no, by 10:45, um, I was already aboard the plane, and I was praying to God, God, please announce the official results before the plane takes off. And God listened to my prayer, and lo and behold, they announced the results before the plane took off. So I was able to watch the announcement of the official results, the runners up and Emma's victory, so forth and so on. So I thought it was very hilarious. So yeah, but I was not able to make a reaction video because I was not home. And look, we have here. We have Runway Papi. You're mute, darling. Unmute yourself, baby. Can you hear me now? You're still on mute. There.
Yeah, it's just my app decided to update, so I'm like, great.
I still can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Really?
Something's wrong with your audio. Noemi, say something.
Hey, could you hear me now?
Okay, yeah. For some reason, it's still kind of like
I don't
faint.
know, because my
I
volume
can
is
hear
all the way up.
This is
mine
weird
too.
because my volume is full blast. Guys, comment if you guys can hear all of us, please. Comment
Can
below if
you
you guys can hear all of us.
Hello, hello.
can you hear me, Noemi?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine.
And I
Okay.
can hear Rafa.
I mean, I can hear you guys, but as if you guys are like whispering. Very
That's weird.
bizarre. Very bizarre. Let me see what I can do.
I can
Okay,
try
so
to
they're
get
saying that
out
we can
from
hear
back.
all of you. Thanks,
Yeah.
Jaden. All right. Yes, yes, yes. This is weird because I could barely hear you guys. All right,
Hmm.
let's see. Lenka's here. Okay. Let's admit Lenka.
Ah,
Oh my goodness.
George is gonna be joining us, but
oh my
he's gonna be a little
God.
late. There's so much to talk about.
I
Oh my God.
know.
There's a lot to talk about.
So much to talk about. All the tea, all the behind the scenes.
Oh.
Hi, Lenka, darling.
Hello everyone. How is everybody
Hi.
doing?
Why are your
Good.
voices so
We
faint? You know
miss
what?
you.
I'm gonna see if I could wear a headset because I could barely hear you guys. Let me get a
Yeah, it's from your end. So I can hear everybody fine.
Lenka, I miss you so much.
You more. It's
Oh
been
my
so long.
God.
How are you, Evelyn?
Oh my God.
I
I'm so happy to see you, honestly.
am more than happy to see you. It's been forever.
I know.
But
But
you
how
know
is
why,
everything
right?
going? Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. I mean, I have disappeared for 1 year because, as Rafa mentioned before, I have got ordained as a nun in a Buddhist temple. For 1 year, I was living as a nun, wearing a white robe, living the hard life, waking up 4 o'clock in the morning, doing the work. We actually work with addicts. This temple is very famous all around the world for helping people with addictions. So I was a nurse. I was helping people to recover, to give them a better future. So that was very rewarding. It was completely different life than pageantry, but it gave me so much more peace. And now when I return to pageantry, I can deal with all the stress and all the drama better. And I feel like it actually gives me also more perspective to help, beauty queens, to help them to meditate, to relax. So fantastic. So I disappeared, but I'm
Oh,
back stronger than ever.
and you know that you can count with your Puerto Ricans and your Filipinos and your Thai team besides you because you're an amazing person. We miss you. Lots.
Miss you too, and I'm just happy with my Puerto Rican, Filipinos, and Thai, and everyone. I was actually sitting with Filipino fans at the finale, so for me it was even better because the whole time I had behind me, and I was like Philippine, 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 and we were all hugging. And after Mega won, we were all like crying and like hugging. It was so beautiful. Oh my god.
Rafa, are you able to hear us? No,
This headset is useless.
but I
It's
hear
But
you
connected. I
we
connected to
perfectly
can
my
hear
fine.
computer,
you.
but I can't hear anything.
How do I change my background? My background is terrible.
Oh, somebody said that Lenka sounds is a little robotic. The mic, I don't know.
My sound here, wow. But I have a full Wi-Fi.
Guys, let me know. What am I doing wrong? Oh my God, this is like the first time this is happening. It's like a nightmare.
I think somebody is trying to destroy the Filipinos moment.
Maybe you guys
because
can
we
just have a group
won.
discussion without me. You guys don't need me. You can go ahead.
No.
No, we need you.
I'm going to
Lord.
assign Noemi to lead the discussion.
To lead the discussion.
All right. What if I off and log back in?
Do you have those instead of a headset, like those earpieces?
Yeah, because this is brand new. Okay. And it's Sony. It's supposed to be good. So when I connect it to my computer, okay. I'm not getting anything at all. I feel like
Really?
I've been scammed. Scammed. Scammed.
Stop buying things on
Well,
Temu.
No, I didn't buy it
yeah.
on Team. I bought it from Best Buy.
Mm.
Oh my God, this
Okay,
is
so talk to our
horrible.
Miss Grant. Talk to our Miss
Somebody's
Grant.
saying that there's a
You know,
bad
they
sound
talk about
quality in
scamming people.
Lanka.
Okay, I just tried to turn off my fan. Do I sound better now since my fan is turned off? Maybe it was my fan because I'm in Thailand, you guys. It's so hot here.
Let me see what I can do. Audio. Here it is. Test speaker. Yes, hello.
Yeah, I hear
We can
you.
hear you.
We can hear you perfectly.
Weird.
Yeah, I hear you perfectly. Hi guys who are watching us. Can you tell me in the comments if the sound is better? I had a fan on, so maybe
Yeah,
now it's better.
I could barely hear Lanka.
Mm.
What if
Really?
what? Okay, hold on.
Do you want me to? I mean, I can try to see if I can exit and then come back. Maybe that helps.
Okay, I could hear you guys from my iPhone.
Oh, okay. But not from your laptop?
Okay, hold on.
Do you want me to? I mean, I can try to see if I can exit and then come back. Maybe that helps.
You know what? Let me do this. Let me go back to my on my YouTube live with my iPhone and see if it's synchronized.
Okay.
This is pathetic. I hate it. Technology is supposed to help us, okay? Technology is supposed to make ourselves much better. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's cursing live.
This is pathetic. I hate it.
Dear God, we're doing a live for a reason, celebrating the Philippines. So do something.
All right, see?
Technology is supposed to make ourselves much better.
Can you hear it?
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
It's a delayed reaction.
Yeah.
It's pathetic. I hate it.
Dear God, we're doing a live for a reason, celebrating.
Rafa and technology, not a match. Yeah, you're right.
Oh my God.
Can they
Okay,
hear
so-
us? Can the people hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us perfectly.
Yeah.
Rafa, I'm going to
Okay, you know
exit
what?
myself
Let
to
me
see if
go
that
downstairs.
helps
Let me try my
you.
laptop downstairs. Okay. And keep entertaining yourselves. I'm
Okay.
gonna go downstairs and see if I can
All right.
use the
Hey,
laptop. Maybe it's
Wilfredo,
better
could you read the
downstairs.
comments from, are you able to see the comments from our people?
Yep, I have my iPhone
Okay.
here, so I can see
Okay.
everybody. So let me see. Okay. So
Ah,
everybody,
okay.
hello.
Now I can hear you.
Hello,
Oh,
hello,
now?
hello.
Okay, we're good.
Now.
Okay. Okay, so we're
What
back.
am I This
We're
is
back.
weird.
Well,
All right. Thank you, Lord Jesus. God exists.
What about me, you guys?
Sorry
oh,
about that.
Sandy's
Oh
is
my God.
up.
There's always the first time in everything. Damn it.
Yeah.
All right. All
Look,
right. So we're back in. Oh, Sandeep is watching. Hi, Sandeep. Our good friend from India is
yeah.
watching.
He must
Guess
be
what?
excited because next
Miss
year is
Grand
going to be in
International
India.
2026 will be held in India. So that
Yes.
should be really, really very
Oh
exciting.
my God. I remember
Sandeep, are you excited?
everybody in Global Beauties was yes.
Why he don't join us? I mean, he's
What,
up.
Lenka? What? Say something so I can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me right now?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
You can, I hear her kind of like cutting out of in and out.
Yeah, you're cutting out. Are you in the temple?
No, I'm at home and I have a strong Wi-Fi right now.
Okay, because your connection is a little choppy. You're like in and out, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. So anyway, George is supposed to join us, but I think he's busy editing still, and he said it's going to be a little bit late. So
Did he go
meanwhile,
to the
welcome everybody. I'm
pageant?
sorry about. No, he didn't go to the pageant.
Oh,
And I told him, listen, I'm going to Thailand for Miss Universe, so you better be there. You better meet me, okay? And Lanka, you better meet me too. Yeah, so I'm going to be arriving in Thailand on November 16th. What about you, Noemi? When are you going to Thailand?
I'm not, I don't have a date yet. Don't have a date yet.
What? But you
No,
already booked you.
no, I
Didn't you
haven't
already
booked
book your
my
hotel?
flight yet. No, I
So what are you
haven't.
waiting for? What are you waiting for?
Dinero. Dinero.
Mula, money.
Mona, money.
What do you mean? You're in Las Vegas. It's the capital of prostitution. What are you doing? What are you waiting for?
What are you saying? Go work the streets? Go dance in a
Kidding.
pole? I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of money, Rafa.
All right.
I think those times have passed.
Well, can't you sell one of your kidneys or something? You can only survive with one kidney.
It could only survive with one
You don't
kidney.
need two kidneys. You know, one
Just-
kidney.
Just one.
Or you can sell one of your ears.
There
Oh
you
no,
go.
no, bad idea. No.
No.
It'll be a waste to see all these earrings.
Exactly.
Don't-
I need my
don't-
earrings.
Yeah. Too bad. Yeah. Anyway, so going back to our chat group, people that, again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Subscribe it now. All right. Let me see. Okay, everybody's hearing everybody fine. Audio. Okay. Somebody's asking Noemi, what's the departure for Miss Cosmo Cuba? Because people, if you don't know, Noemi is the national director for Miss Cosmo Cuba.
We are looking at the departure for the 23rd and 24th of November. She will be leaving early because she does have some fittings prior to her arriving to the hotel. So that's the plan. She is going actually to Cuba to film some content for her nonprofit. And so she'll be back. She's only gonna be there like 4 days, and then she'll be back to Phoenix, wrapping up. You know, we're kind of like in the final stages of wrapping things up, getting her prepped and ready for her trip, and we're excited. Henry
So
and
you're
Lloyd.
going.
Yes, I'm
So
going.
you're going. You and Wilfredo.
We're going in December.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So yes, we are going in December. I'm just waiting for them to give us the hotel so we could go ahead and coordinate the hotel. But we
Okay.
have Henry and Lloyd coming into Las Vegas next week. They're coming to see some venues.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, Henry is the who is
he
Henry?
is the CEO of the Miss Cosmo International Pageant, along with Loy, who is in charge of the license for Miss Cosmo. So they were yesterday in El Paso at the Miss Cosmo United States event. Now they're heading to Mexico because I think their crowning in Mexico is this week. Then they're coming back to LA, and then they're coming to Las Vegas. So they've been like hopping around all over the place.
That's wonderful. Do we know how many contestants have signed up so far?
It's 80.
That's big. It's much bigger than last year's, correct? I would think.
Yeah, I think it was 70
Yeah.
something last year. So
Right. Yeah.
so this year's
And
80.
they just crowned a new Miss Cosmo USA 2025.
USA from Illinois.
Yeah, the girl from Illinois. I mean, she's beautiful. She's
Yeah.
just as beautiful as her predecessor. And she speaks very, very well. Yeah. So wishing her the best of luck. All right. So that's all pretty much all the information. The basic. Canty Pie, I've been watching your discussion. So glad I can finally watch this live. Okay, if you want to join the chat group, okay, I just don't admit like people in the chat group without vetting them first. So what you need to do is I need to interview you first, okay? Before whether I decide you should fit in the discussion group. I just don't admit strangers, you know what I mean? Because I really don't know you guys. I have to be very, very careful, all right? Because I get a lot of weirdos out there following me, all right? So we have to be very cautious. But if you can give me information, if you can send me your bio, why do you want to join the group chat and whatnot, and your photo. I need real photo, video of you, of your identity. All right, no avatars, no memes, none of that shit. Okay, I want the real thing. All right, because safety is important as well. All right, so let's start. Where do I start? I don't even know where to start.
Let's start from the beginning. The opening. Bless you.
Bless you. Rafa, we cannot hear you.
We can't hear you.
Oh.
Now he went blank. Now we can't hear anything from Rafa.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting yeah, it says your internet connection is unstable. It says on and off, so well, shit happens. So anyway, as I was saying, the pageant took place in Bangkok, Thailand on October 18th. It was the 13th edition of MGI. I'm looking at Wikipedia. There's 77 contestants this year. Slightly more than last year, I think. And so, there are a lot of several countries had their debut for the first time, such as Iceland. No, this is not true.
No.
Iceland competed in 2016.
Yes.
Do you remember? Noemi and I were in Las Vegas doing MGI 2016, and Iceland had a representative, and she was expelled. Or did she leave? Did she leave?
No, she left. She wanted to leave.
She left. She wanted to leave. And do you remember the reason why she left?
Because it all happened in the catering table. That's where it all started. So I think we were having either the rehearsals or something was going on at the ballroom at the hotel. And there was food and the catering came in and everybody was grabbing their food, etc. And she went up to Nawat and asked how she was doing. That's how it started. And his broken English and lost in translation kind of thing went down. And he basically said that she needed to watch what she was eating because she might be gaining weight.
And she did gain weight.
And she did gain weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did gain weight a little bit. But I mean, it wasn't he didn't say it in a mean way or mean fashion. I think she took it
personally.
Yeah, she took it really personally.
Yeah.
but then you fell into it because you asked, what are, you know, what should she kind of like change, or how does she look within the competition? So she kind of fell into that kind of like rabbit hole, and then lost in translation. The thing is that she accused Nawat of being a bully and telling her that she was fat, and she didn't feel comfortable remaining in the competition, and she wanted to leave. The problem was that once you're in the competition, you can't just leave because it's because of security, you know,
Right.
because they're
Exactly.
responsible for you. So when you register to Miss Grand International the first day, you have to give your passport. And the organization holds your passport for the whole two
Right.
weeks.
It's for
That
safekeeping. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
safekeeping, um, and stuff like that. So you have to, you know, obviously they weren't holding her hostage, but she accused the pageant of holding her hostage
Hmm.
and not wanting to give her her passport, so that she could leave. And what and Teresa wanted to know is, if you're leaving, where are you going? Because we are responsible for you. You know, it's obvious.
Exactly.
And she didn't want to say. She just she's, you know,
Hmm.
she had a meltdown. Thank God her director was at the venue, and he tried to kind of like maneuver and try to convince her to stay, but she didn't want to. She didn't want to have anything to do with the pageant. And so everything kind of like blew up in social media. So, you know, you could research
Yes.
that from 2016,
I
how that
remember.
went down.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember everybody was accusing Nawad of body shaming Miss Iceland and whatnot, you know.
Yeah,
And
that was
incidentally,
sabotage.
she eventually lost the weight, and a few years later, she represented Iceland in Miss Universe.
And Miss Universe, exactly.
Remember? Yeah.
Yeah,
She didn't place either.
I know,
Yeah.
but I
So that
mean,
was it. So Iceland, so yeah, the information on Wikipedia saying Iceland debuted this year, it's not true.
no.
Kyrgyzstan, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Martinique debuting
Yes.
this year, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Montenegro also,
Mm-hmm.
and Palestine also
Yes.
debuted. So
Mm-hmm.
several countries withdrew. That included Cameroon. I was really withdrew because I know the national director, Vanessa. So I don't know why Cameroon was not able to send a representative. Chile withdrew. Cote d'Ivoire, Curacao. My God, last year Curacao was top 10, right? Yeah, top
Yeah.
10 with Akisha
Mm-hmm.
out. Okay.
Yeah, she was there.
She was there. She was
Mm-hmm.
there. But this year, what happened? Greenland. Do you remember last year? Greenland had Greenland last
Mm-hmm.
year. Honduras, Pakistan, Poland, Russia, and Switzerland. Those countries withdrew. And then we
Mm-hmm.
also see the return of Costa Rica, Georgia, Guyana, Hong Kong, Hungary, Jamaica, Kazakhstan, Malta, North Macedonia, Portugal, Slovakia, Sri Lanka, Sweden, Turkey, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. So there were a lot of returns, which is great, which is really,
Mm-hmm.
really great. So yeah, so can we talk about the opening number? As you know, Miss Grand International has built a reputation for being having a grandiose opening production. So Wilfredo, I think you're dying to say something. Oh, they're saying could you change your Zoom name from Samsung to Wilfredo?
I tried because I updated the freaking app before I entered, so I don't know why it's
Okay.
showing that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
no worries, no
So
worries.
first of all, when the song started, I'm like, I know this song. And then continue playing. I said, he did not put a Bollywood song as the opening number.
Right?
And he did. I was I was like, oh, we're going for good. Like with everything that happened last year with the winner and then what happened, and them using a Bollywood song in the opening and then going to celebrate in India next year, Miss Grant. This is getting juicy by the minute.
You connect
I
the dots,
cannot wait.
right?
Mhm. But the opening was amazing.
Yeah.
The opening was
Yeah.
amazing. And CJ is a great performer. She reminds me, in a way, Dayanara Torres, Miss Universe 1993, because she had that. I mean, she became very famous in the Philippines with Aga Mulak and all the 9 yards. But when I see CJ, she had the same charisma. Like she can be in one of those TV shows being a dancer.
She could
She's a
dance.
great
Yeah, she's
performer.
a great dancer. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like you cannot take your eyes from her. Like from last year when I saw her on stage, and this year performing and in Miss Grand Philippines as well. She
Mhm.
had the capabilities to be like in Dancing with the Star Philippines or something. If they have something like that in
Yeah,
the
she has a
Philippines, I
great
don't know.
future in the entertainment industry. Yeah. I just want to comment the title of the Bollywood song. My Indian friend Naveed told me about the title of the song. It's Doom. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly, but it's Doom Machale. It means
It's
create
doing my challenge.
noise. It means to
Uh-huh.
create noise in Hindi or to create an uproar. So thank
Yep.
you, son. Thank you, Naveed, for that information. Much appreciated. So it makes perfect sense. So I was really like, I was really surprised. Like, what are you doing an Indian theme or like a Bollywood type of opening number? And some of the, choreography also were very, very Bollywood. So I really, really like that. Lanka, what did you think of the opening? Did you like it?
I was there. I was amazed as usual. I mean, every year it's amazing. Like someone in Indonesia, but this one I was absolutely adore. As you said, Celia is absolutely incredible. I was watching Miss Philippines, so I saw her dancing there already. So I knew, I mean, she's amazing all around. I'm sorry, but she should have won last year from day one. She was incredible all around. So production was amazing. I was amazing.
Okay. Can you guys hear her very well?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you were on it, in and out, in and out, in and out. Yeah, it sounds like as if you're speaking Czech.
Yeah. We we can see you very well. It's
We can
just
see you, but we can't
the
hear you. Yeah.
it's a staticky.
Yeah, people are saying we can't hear Lenka.
Yeah.
You may want to log out, log back
I'm
in.
just thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, I try. I know.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have are you still using 3G or 5G?
Actually, I have a full Wi-Fi. I don't understand.
Yeah. Somebody's commenting regarding Wilfredo's comment on Dayanara. Dayanara hosted a dance competition in the Philippines. I remember.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she definitely did. Somebody's saying ALV, which initials for Arnold Vegafria, the National Director of Miss Grand Philippines. ALV of the Philippines is a queen maker. Move over Jonas Gafford. You know what? I'm
Ooh.
sorry, but Arnold is not a beauty queen maker. He is a businessman first
Businessman.
and foremost.
Exactly. It's different.
Jonas Gafford is the
Is
queen maker
maker.
and the king
Exactly.
maker. But ALV, he's first and foremost a businessman. Okay, I've never seen him like train somebody how to walk, how to do the pasarela and whatnot. No, it's
No.
he has a team of people helping him doing all that stuff. So yeah, just to make that sure.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Pa, 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 pa. Ron said, "Hi, Ronnie. Good day, Rafa, Noemi, Wilfredo, Samsung, and Lanka." That Bollywood opening was weird, but it gives the clue that MGI is going to India. Yes, towards the end of the show, they did mention that India would host next year's contest, and it's going to be happening in 3 cities in India, I believe. Jaipur, which is up north in the state of Rajasthan. That's where Universal Woman happened. And
Mm-hmm.
also Miss Teen Universe, I think it's the same. I don't know, maybe that hall, I think that whole stadium, I don't know who owns it. I think is the former national director of Miss Grand, Nikhil Anand. Does he own it still, or I don't know,
I
because
don't
that's where
know.
he usually held his contests. So anyway, so it's going to be in Jaipur, and then they're going to New Delhi, and another city I forget. But I really wish they would go to Goa because that's where good friend Melvin lives. Melvin lives in Goa, India, which is in the southern part
Which
of
he
the country.
won best national costume, by the way.
Congratulations,
Mm-hmm.
Melvin. Melvin, they had 3 best national costume winners, correct? Was it India, Thailand, and I forget the other one. Was it Mexico? I forget. But
I
anyway, there were
think
3 winners of best national costume. Okay, and India's
Mm-hmm.
costume was designed by our good friend Melvin. And I can't say enough. Melvin is one of the most amazing, best designers of national costumes. So if you are
Mhm.
looking for someone who is an expert, who is a professional, who's fabulous and very talented, easy to work with, I would highly recommend Melvin Norona. Okay, he is like the best in the industry. Okay, to create your national costume.
Yeah.
So great job, Melvin. Congratulations. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Brazil. Sorry, yeah. Brazil, India, and Thailand. Thank you. Thank you, King
I
Joe.
loved Brazil's.
Brazil. Can we talk about her costume?
It was so cool. It was really, really cool.
It
Yeah,
was very
something
unique. It was
different.
very unique. Yeah,
Was
something different
different.
because usually Brazilian girls would come out like what, with feathers and boas, you know what I mean?
Or playing
Mm-hmm.
And
football.
yeah, but this one was like different. So, but I wasn't exactly sure about the story behind the costume. Was she
It was
giving?
a driver. It's a
So she was.
famous Brazilian driver for like F1.
Oh, so like one of those
Race car
formula
driver.
race car driver, like
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So that explains it. But
Although
I do love the helmet.
Yeah, because it changed the
It changed
face.
face. But when it
Yeah.
changed the face from to a man, I thought it was really weird because a face of a man with a hourglass figure of a woman. Like, okay,
but it's kind of
this is unique.
it's kind of remind me the Michelle's national costume, the airplane, when she went to Miss Universe.
Oh, okay,
When
the airplane thingy.
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah, that's okay.
airplane, and
I
then
really
the
didn't care much
former.
for that airplane costume. I thought they were better costumes in 2023.
But you know what? She remind me too that remember Miss USA? She went like a driver too when she went to Miss Universe. I think she represented Connecticut. She was like a driver transformer kind of thing.
A
Was like a
Formula
car kind
One,
of thing.
Formula One.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that was was it Miss Universe
No, it was
2006
a
when Kim?
transformer. It was a full-on
Was a
transformer.
transformer.
That was
It was a
2013.
transformer.
Yeah.
2013.
It was the last.
But in Miss Universe 2006, it was
Mhm.
Tara Connor from Kentucky, and Kentucky's famous for Formula One
For
car.
NASCAR.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
NASCAR. So
Yeah.
she wore a NASCAR costume as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I also believe, I think Miss Grand Netherlands, Natalie Yasmin 2021, her Dutch costume was that of a Formula
Mhm.
car driver, and she was like waving this uh, flag or something. Yeah, so
Oh,
I
okay.
thought it was very interesting. So yeah, ba, 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 ba. Okay, so Lenka's posted that she's trying to use a different phone.
Okay. I just I
In this costume is not a costume. That's a friggin' float. LOL.
Wow.
I mean,
That's one critique that I have of India's costume because that girl was lost because you could see you could see the float, but you could barely see the girl until she came out from behind,
Yeah.
and then she pointed at the egg, and then she opens the egg, and then we
And it's
see
not what's head.
and it's not what's had. Okay, so there's a huge controversy about that. A lot of Indian fans thought that it was sacrilegious to Hinduism, to Hindu gods or whatever, and they didn't like the fact that Nawat was being compared or was being compared to an Indian god, that they both have the same powers and whatnot. But Melvin explained it to me. He actually
Yes.
did an Instagram
He did
story about
answer.
it.
Yeah.
He
And they
did.
interviewed him because I saw that they interviewed him and he explained the whole story behind the egg
Hmm.
and stuff like that. Because I think last year Rachel also had an egg that had Nawat's image on it as well. So
Hmm.
the egg represents kind of like a blessing or something like that.
Exactly. Even in Miss Grand
but
India 2025, do you remember
Yeah.
one of the top 5 finalists. Her costume was designed by Melvin, and she came out, and there was Noah's image as well.
Yeah.
Oh, with the what do you call it? With the airline ticket. Do you remember that
Yes.
one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was dragging a float with an airline ticket, welcome to India, first class to CJ and Papa Nawat and Mommy Teresa. So yeah, so this is the key. If you want to win the best national costume, make sure you put Nawat's image on your costume. Okay? That's the key.
But you mentioned something that later on we would discuss that I think was the downfall for one candidate when you said that the national costume was so big and she was lost because she's very, very small. She's not
petite.
tall. And
Yeah.
that's one of the things that when you have a contestant that their body frame is very small or petite, you cannot throw somebody out there with a huge, my opinion, especially a huge evening gown, because it's going to make the contestant lost. It's going to be like uncomfortable to watch. That's my preview.
Totally. So what do we think of Thailand's costume though? She came out wearing her face was covered with a mask, with a giant mask, and I think it was based on on a very popular Thai festival or something. But I do love her performance. I think she executed that costume very, very well. Totally.
I mean, Thailand as a whole, she's the second one that made further to become a first runner up. Thailand evolved because I remember watching her. I know she was one of the favorites to be Miss Grand Thailand, but she surprised, like literally she's not the same girl that won in Grand. Like you can see that
sure.
she worked hard to be there.
Yes.
Her evolution was amazing.
Well, it helped that her roommate was Emma. So the two of them, like what are the chances of roommates end up being two girls standing? Has that ever happened
at Miss
before?
Universe. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Spain and Venezuela when Venezuela won
And
in
Venezuela.
Oh yeah,
Moscow.
that's right. In 2013.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they were roommates. Okay, I remember. Wow. Yeah, Spain should have won that year. Sorry. Sorry, Venezuelans.
But
and she came out to be a lesbian.
But who?
Spain.
Which one?
Patricia.
Spain.
Oh yeah, Spain.
Yeah. Spain. Yeah, she came out as a lesbian later on. After that.
And Kosovo 2008. Top 5 in Miss Universe when the back-to-back happened with Venezuela. Allegedly, she's a lesbian too.
Okay, everybody is a lesbian. Well, Armenia this year in Miss Grand, she's a lesbo. Do you remember during the interview with Nawat? She said that
there was a love story.
She had the hots for Miss Vietnam or something like that. I thought that was funny. Hey, to each his own. We're not judging, okay? Okay, so June Vezacaria says Brazil's costume was based on Ayrton Senna, a Brazilian F1 champion who died in 1994. Thank you for that information. Al Arnold said Philippines might host MGI in 2028, but not yet confirmed. Purik says, someone please check on Dell. She may be having a stroke now since Emma won MGI 2025. Poor Dell, Dell just lost her father, and she made an Instagram story about this, and she was very hysterical. She was very crying. She was very emotional. And then people are hating on Dell because she didn't like Emma. Emma was not her favorite for Miss Grand Philippines. It was Anita Rose, the first runner-up, who went on to Miss Asia Pacific. And then so Adele's father passed away, and I thought right now she's in pain. She's really very hurting. So please, if you haven't sent your condolences to Adele, please do so. She would really, really be thankful for that. She would really appreciate that. Frank says Tara Connor was a jockey for the Kentucky Derby. Okay, thank you, Frank. Now I remember. Okay. Kristen Dalton was the NASCAR driver. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for that information.
Because there
Yeah,
was two blonde ones, so
yeah.
Yeah,
there was
Jean
two blonde
asks,
ones.
is
So you
George
never,
joining? Is George joining? Yeah, George is joining
George.
later on. I think he's still busy editing some of his stuff. I love UK's fish and chips costume. You know what? I was really hoping for UK's costume to win
Me
one of the
too.
best national costume.
Me
I
too.
probably would have removed Thailand's costume and then give
And
it to
put
and put
UK.
UK,
Yeah,
put UK because
I
so much
loved UK's.
so much effort was done behind that costume, so much creativity, and every year UK always delivers, at least in the
Mm-hmm.
national costume segment. So I felt really bad for
but
UK
this,
not being there, you know.
but this is
And
the thing.
also
It's the
the
second
birds,
time
the
you.
seagulls, and the fish head, the fish
It's the
tails.
second
I thought it
time.
was really very cute.
It's the second time UK goes with an amazing national
Yeah,
costume.
totally.
Because I remember the other
Mhm.
one was like the Alice in Wonderland or something like that. That I thought that was winning and
Yeah,
didn't. And
was it the
this
last year?
year
Was it 2 years
too,
ago? Yeah,
like
yeah.
2 years ago, I think. And I
Lanka,
was
fix your
like,
screen.
You're
You're like that.
sideways.
You're sideways.
There you go.
Okay, better.
okay,
Yeah. All right. So, what do you guys what do you guys think of the national costume winners? Do you agree? Comment below. USA and Scotland were roommates in 1980 Miss Universe. Oh my God, yes, that's true. First runner-up Scotland, USA won Miss Universe 1980. Okay, so guys, do you like Miss Thailand's position as first runner-up? For me, Ghana should be the first runner-up based on her final answer. Hmm, I don't know. We'll delve into that. So we all love the production, the opening number. The
Mm-hmm.
choreography was amazing. It was great. CJ Piazza was great. Uh, I thought the production, the opening number was very, very long. The choreography was very, very long. But you know what? It's all worth it. It's all worth it. And imagine, I can just imagine the entire audience just really, having fun and enjoying themselves and whatnot and everything. So who was that? Who were the two singers? I think during the intermission they had like two women perform. One was a former Miss Universe Thailand contestant, and the other one was a former Miss Grand Thailand contestant. And then you see the singer. Who was it?
Engfa, no? Engfa Baraha?
Was it Empha?
Enfa
Was she the
was
one riding on a
yeah,
horse?
the
The
first
And
one.
cunning
the
Empha?
horse. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
That was Engfa.
yeah,
Okay.
that
That was
the
Engfa.
first runner up in Miss Grand when Brazil won.
Yes. Yeah. We
That's
all love
the
Engfa. Engfa is so talented. I mean, that girl can really sing. I mean, she can really deliver. Okay. So,
she
all
can
right.
sing and she can act.
She can dance. She's a triple threat, just like J-Lo.
Yeah. He has a very
Oh, please don't, man,
He and
please
Charlie have a TV show.
don't
I don't know if you get
don't
her.
insult Enfa.
What? We're not insulting Empha, but J-Lo's. Oh, well, Hector saw J-Lo's latest movie, Kiss of the Spider Woman. He thinks she was awesome, and she might be nominated for Best Actress at Oscar. So never underestimate J-Lo as an actress.
No, she's amazing. I love
She's
J-Lo as
amazing. I
well.
love J-Lo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with some of her, personal choices, but nevertheless,
Exactly.
I think she's a good performer. She's a serious actress, and she's gotten better every year, I think. All
Yeah.
right, moving on. What do we think about the host, Matthew Dean? What
Well,
do
he
we think
always
about him?
delivers. He always delivers
Like
every year.
always.
He's amazing.
He's
I love him.
He's
Yeah.
He's gorgeous.
He's the Bob Parker of our generation,
Yeah.
period.
He looks like
Very
a Ken.
handsome.
He looks like a Ken doll, like the Thai version of a Ken
Yes.
doll. Very
Mm-hmm.
tall, very GQ look, whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, he
If you
did
guys,
model.
if you guys can notice, his the way he sounds is because he's normally hosting Muay Thai fights in Thailand. At Muay Thai fights, they always like scream like, "In the red corner is Thailand." So sometimes when he delivers, you can hear that sound. I absolutely love it. He's
Yes.
incredible, so talented, so beautiful. I think he's absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, he's just handsome, period. And
Yeah.
I really hope they keep him like forever, at least for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
Even if has silver hair, you know, and still looks good and still
He'll
smells
still
great.
have a great voice
He still has a great voice and a great
yeah.
attitude and a great personality. So yeah, so we all love Matthew Dean. Yeah, hey, hoo-hoo. All right. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so they show the girls introducing themselves. What do we think of the girls' outfit during the opening intros?
I mean, it's whatever. I
You
mean,
know, usual gold and
the
green,
usual goals,
you know.
sparkle.
Not many of
Looks on
them,
stage.
not many of them were very gimmicky with their intros, except for I remember who was Miss Japan. Miss Japan,
Oh, with the
she
flips.
did she didn't do any cartwheel doing the intros, but she did doing the swimsuit, but not doing the intros, I thought, you
Yeah.
know. And of course we have Miss Grand Ghana singing Miss Grand Ghana. Who else sang? Trying to remember. Who else did the singing? I forget. Anyway, so Ghana
I don't think
obviously.
nobody.
Who?
Nobody in this year,
Yeah,
but
nobody did.
previous
Nobody this
years
year.
there have been.
Yeah, they were kind of like most of them were very mellow when they did their self intros. Okay, but what do we think about what do we think about the stage, the LED lightings, the flags of every country flashing in the background? I thought it was very grand, very
Yep.
grand. You know,
Beautiful.
amazing, beautiful. Everybody loved it. A lot of lights. I love lights, like very, very bright. Lenka, you were there. You attended, right?
Yes, correct. It was beautiful in person too, because as we know, a lot of the times it looks different in person and then on the TV. But I have to say, in person, it was just so gorgeous, so huge, the lights and everything. I was mesmerized as every year. I mean, I was at Miss Universe Thailand as well, you know. And of course, both of the productions, I was just like, when you just jump up and down when you see it, it was
Right.
just breathtaking in person.
Yeah, it's different. That's why I'm looking forward to go to Miss Universe because there's a big difference watching Miss Grand or Miss Universe in person as opposed to watching it on TV. You don't, when you're watching it in person, you feel there's much more excitement because you see people
Mhm.
reacting, you know, fans from all over the world supporting their girls, you know, waving all these big signs and big flags and whatnot, you know, people actually interacting with each other, and that does not translate necessarily on TV. So people, if you have the chance to attend Miss Universe or Miss Grand, okay, once in your life in person, go
Do
do
it.
it.
Do
Go
it.
do it before the end of the world, before Jesus returns, okay? Do it. Do it. All right? Please do it.
And from what I'm hearing from the team about the upcoming Miss Universe, it's gonna be huge. The space is gonna be different. It's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be arena. So the stage is gonna be even bigger. The production is gonna be even richer.
That's what I'm
Like,
looking forward to. That's what I can't wait. I can't wait.
me
And
too.
by the way, I already purchased the tickets for the Miss Universe preliminaries and national costume. But why in the world did they temporarily suspend the selling of tickets for the VIPs? You know, I mean, is my money not good enough to be a VIP? Hello, okay. I want a VIP ticket, for Pete's sake. Anyway, but
They're all-
Lenka, did you get a free ticket to attend Miss Grand? A
I
complimentary
actually
ticket?
I got the ticket from my Miss Universe team.
Oh, woo, cool. Lucky you.
Yeah, correct. I mean, I probably could have asked someone from a team, but it was also last minute because, I just left the temple and stuff. So my Miss Universe team bought the tickets. And I was like, okay, never mind.
So, Miss Universe Czech Republic was there too.
And Miss Universe Slovakia as
Miss
well.
Universe Slovakia, and Natalie Globova was there with her daughter.
She was there with her daughter. She's so adorable. Oh my goodness. I
Yeah.
love her. I know Natalie for 20 years. That woman is my superhero. I mean, she's so famous in Thailand because, she won in Thailand and then
Sure.
her fans are in Thailand. So she returned. She's been living here since then. And she's an incredible mentor. She is actually, offering classes for beauty queens. She was a mentor for Isabella. She's mentor for Mariana Bechkova, for me. And this year she is mentoring Miss Universe Czech Republic. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I have to ask if I'm allowed to say if
All
who
right.
else
Sure.
she's
Yeah.
mentoring,
Yeah.
but she's mentoring another a huge beauty queen.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have also one huge event going on in December, but that's gonna be a surprise.
It's
But
going to
yeah.
be a surprise. Looking forward to it. And of course, you also met the runner-up team from last year, the top 10 runner-ups, and they actually had a coronation on stage, correct? They were crowned again on stage, the runners-up from 2024, the fifth runners-up, and all the way to
Yeah,
the first runner-up. Yeah, yeah. So they were all crowned on stage, which is I thought was
correct.
very good. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
it was
wonderful.
yeah, Malaysia. Actually,
Militia,
but I have to say one thing. It was for me kind of funny that the top 10 was kind of bringing like the slashes for the side awards, because they're beauty queens. Of course, they should be crowning the new beauty queens, but the side awards, that was a little bit like, come on, that should have been done by some Inava girls. But anyways,
yeah.
and Malaysia, I was so happy for her because she's been my friend for a long time. She didn't get originally to top 10, but I
Mhm.
remember after the finale, we met up and I said, since Myanmar is no longer there, I hope you're going to get the honor of being
You get
top 10.
advanced, yeah.
And then in the end, she did. She became the national director of Miss Grand Malaysia, and
Mhm.
and she's a great host. So I was telling her, I'm like, girl, you need to be a host for all of these side
I
events.
know. Yeah.
Even like campaigning for it. So when she became the host for all of these events, I was so happy because Malaysia is an incredible beauty queen,
She's
incredible
amazing.
human being. She's great host. And I was overjoyed because she deserved it, and I love her. I love Malaysia. I'm so sad that Vivi didn't get
Yeah.
to top three,
Yeah.
but
Me too. Me too.
yeah,
I felt bad for Malaysia because I coached her in a Q&A,
I
and she
know.
did very well doing the live talks, and she actually won. And she was so
Yeah.
sweet. She texted me, Rafa, thank you so much. For giving me all your wonderful advice and coaching tips because I won 2 live talks and whatnot. So, but when she didn't make the top 20 or top 22, yeah, I was very sad for her. But you know what? It's a whole learning experience. And hopefully
Mhm.
she'll compete in maybe who knows, Miss Universe Malaysia someday. So we'll see.
Yeah,
Can you imagine her and Militia competing for Miss Universe Malaysia together? Oh my God.
that would be funny.
That would be
But
weird. Yeah,
again, you know what? Miss Grand Malaysia team is incredible, and I hope to work with them next year as well because these queens deserve the best, and Malaysia as well. National director. So I hope next year, she's gonna get that award as well.
for sure, for sure. So yeah, so it was a very it's funny too because there were so many vloggers vlogging about this event. Many of them, of course, Filipinos. They're everywhere. You have Parade of Beauty,
Mhm.
with Jorge. Okay, you guys, if you don't follow Parade of Beauty on Instagram and on YouTube, do so now. Jorge is the guy behind Parade of Beauty channel on YouTube. He is amazing. He's been there for like almost a month, and he's gonna stay for another 4 weeks for Miss Universe and whatnot. The Crown Philippines is there also, and who else? I think there are 3 or 4 Latino vloggers who are there.
It
And
was
so
a
yeah, and some Thai and Indonesian. I think Bundes Latinas, our good friend Andre from Indonesia, he's there too. So yeah, there's a lot of different vloggers, covering the event. So it's
yeah.
great. It's getting a lot of exposure and traction too.
It was a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of my friends. It was wonderful to see everyone.
Hmm. So we all agreed that the girls' intros were good, your basic MGI standard and whatnot. Now let's move on to the announcement of the top 20. Any surprises? Of course, the first country that was called was Philippines because Philippines won country's Power of the Year. So to those of you who do not know what country's Power of the Year, what basically it is just again, you ask all your followers to like, to comment, and to share your images, your photos on all MGI social platforms, and Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, etc. And since the Philippines has a huge population, obviously, and Filipino fans are crazy about their girls, naturally, Philippines won. So she automatically entered the top 20. And then followed by Ghana. Was there a surprise? We all
No.
expected Ghana.
I was happy.
I think Ghana was pretty much on everybody's top 5 list,
Yeah.
along with
Mhm.
Philippines. So there's
Mhm.
no surprise. Faith Maria Porter is an amazing representative. I think she kind of reminds me of Zozibini Tunzi. I actually posted on my Instagram today a side-by-side image of Faith wearing her evening gown in the finals, along with Zozibini Tunzi, Miss Universe from South Africa 2019, in her evening gown. I don't know if you guys see it. Go to my Instagram, Critical Beauty Official, and you'll see the side-by-side comparison. They look pretty much the same. Same walk, same build, very regal, very elegant, I mean, both of her dresses were amazing, were out of this world. So yeah,
Sure.
gorgeous Ghana. Japan, she was not in my top 20 list. She was more like teetering somewhere in top 25. So
Me too.
but I was happy for Japan because I think she's quite a character. Okay.
Mhm.
Guatemala, any surprises with Guatemala?
No, she
No?
was on the list.
Right. I know Julio was
She
not
was on my
happy.
list.
Guatemala was in my top 5 too. Yeah,
Mhm.
She
but
was
yeah, Julio Rodriguez hated Guatemala. Okay.
I don't know why. But I don't know if you guys remember this actress, Romy Schneider.
Yes, Austrian. When she was
She
young,
looked
she
like
looks like,
her.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Big,
love her.
beautiful eyes, like high cheekbones, thin, long neck. Yeah, I remember
Mhm.
Romy Schneider. And
She's
then
a gorgeous.
yeah, gorgeous. And the UK was the 4th country to be called. No surprises with UK. She's her personality, she's amazing. She was always very cheerful, and she was always very happy to meet the
Mhm.
fans at the lobby of the hotel, the hallway. She's always very friendly and very amicable. Now, this girl was not on my top 20. Dominican Republic.
Me
I
too.
I have her.
You have her?
I have her.
Maybe because I was not impressed with her swimsuit when it was held outdoors. Because I was focusing on her thighs, and I saw some cellulite. Maybe she lost all that extra luggage in her thighs because maybe she stopped eating. I don't know. All right. Oh, George is trying to get in. Should we admit George? All
Of
right.
course.
George.
Please.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dominican Republic, everybody loves her. Good. And then of course, Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Czech Republic was my pick for Miss Grand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So she was my pick from day one. I thought, Nawat kept saying it's time for a European to win. So there are like 4 or 5 strong Europeans this year. Czech Republic, UK,
I
Spain,
know.
France, and what else?
Hey, UK.
UK. That's it. Those are the
UK.
5 amazing European delegates. I thought when he was saying, "Oh, I think it's time to crown a European girl," so automatically, oh my God, it has to be Czech Republic.
And
Okay,
then
because
I told you I talked with the insider, and he said, yeah, Nawat said this year Europe is gonna win.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, but he told me that Czech Republic is not gonna win because she's too young.
yeah.
But so I was like, so who's gonna win? So when there was a
Well,
top
wait a
5,
minute. Well, the original winner is from 2024 from India. She's 21. So
Yeah, but
I don't.
he's made a few comments about the age issue that he doesn't want to crown anybody below 21.
okay.
Mhm.
So he
Wait a
would rather
minute.
deal with a girl that is older
Okay.
and
So
more
what
mature.
so what is the point of adding all these younger girls below 21, like Belgium? Belgium is 18. She's the youngest. She made the cut.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
She was the youngest.
Yeah.
She is the youngest.
Mhm.
I think especially after the experience with Rachel, maybe this year he just really wanted someone older to assure that the girl is gonna be working hard and be reliable, I think that
Somebody more
experience
mature.
is mine,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Mhm.
sense. Totally makes sense. Yeah, so hi George.
Hi,
Hello,
George.
good morning.
Good morning.
Sawadika.
Hello,
George,
Lanka.
I'd
Hello,
like to
Noemi. And
George,
hello.
George, that's
Hello.
Lanka, George. You guys have met, right?
No.
Yes, we have. Look behind me. The
I'm just
queen.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So George, you didn't go to Miss Grand. Would you like to explain why you didn't go?
Yeah, I thought it's better to go maybe Miss Universe. So I thought
Okay, you
maybe
better go to
next
Miss
month.
Universe because I'm going. I want to see you.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with you.
I've already been to Miss Grand last year, and I kind of know, what happens, the show, and how it was last year, and I think that's enough for me. So maybe Miss Universe will be a good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I have all my flight arranged. I'm flying from Boston to Abu Dhabi via Etihad Airways. I'm really
Right.
excited to fly Etihad because I heard a lot of good things about Etihad Airways,
Yes.
the luxurious airline and
Yep.
whatnot. So there's an hour and a half layover in Abu Dhabi and then Abu Dhabi to Bangkok. And that is the
Mhm.
shortest flight from Boston to Bangkok, under 20 hours. So if I were to take Japan Airlines over the North Pole to
Right.
Japan and then Japan, Bangkok, that would take 23 almost a day, 24 hours. So I prefer the shorter route. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and I'm staying at the hotel where the girls are staying. Woohoo! So
You're staying in that room?
I'm staying at the Grand Richmond, so I get to stalk them at the lobby, like what I did in Mexico City last year. So
Right.
girls, Miss Universe girls, if you're watching this telecast, be prepared to be stalked by me, okay?
And Rafa, the venue for the final, it's Impact Challenger, which is much bigger than Impact Arena. So it has about capacity of 20,000. So it will be a lot of people going.
So it's going to
20,000.
be held at the Impact Challenger?
Challenger, correct. The previous one in 2018 was
Oh.
Impact Arena, which is a bit smaller. I think
Are
it's
they
like
the same
10,000.
location though?
Same location, same area. It's just next
Okay.
door. It's much bigger. It's like 10 times bigger than the one that was
Okay.
previous.
Because I think Noemi is staying at one of the hotels
The Novotel.
across the
Mhm.
street, yeah, from
Yeah.
the arena. Yeah. So I don't know how far Grand Richmond Hotel is from the arena. I would think maybe like a few miles or something. I'll just take Grab, you know.
You can never go wrong with Grab.
Yeah, I'll just
Since
take
we're
Grab.
all gonna be there, let's just like hire a van for all of us and like split the money.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do
Yeah.
split fares and whatnot, but cheaper. Yeah, or
Yeah,
find
we can.
some really cute old rich man, who like foreign people and whatnot. So we can probably bribe him, to send his limo, pick us up.
I'm
Woo!
sure that Miss Universe is probably gonna provide some kind of a shuttle there too, especially for like the press and media. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Just like what they did with Grand, right?
Yeah.
Correct, correct.
Yeah, so this is okay. So I have to say that this is one thing that I like about MGI organization is because they really, really treat the media, the press, very,
Mhm.
very nicely. They give them free food,
Right.
land transportation and whatnot.
Yes.
So I thought,
Mhm.
this is something that Miss Universe fails to do. When I was in Mexico City last year, hardly any free food, okay, hardly any free land transportation, so we had to pay for our own and whatnot. So I think Miss Grant is doing a great job as far as spoiling the members of the media. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Miss Universe. Hopefully it'll be much better the way they treat the media in Thailand. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so let's move it on. So George, before you joined the chat group, we were going over each country that made the top 22. So Philippines, Ghana, Japan, Guatemala, UK, Dominican Republic, Czech Republic. So do you have any
Did you talk
opinions or
about Cuba?
comments?
I was a bit surprised Cuba failed to make the top 22.
Okay, we're going to talk about Cuba, but we're going to go over each country one by one that made the top
Oh, the one who
22.
made it. Sure,
Who
sure,
made
sure.
it so far, yeah. So Czech Republic, and then followed by Martinique, the
Mhm.
next girl. Happy for Martinique. Gorgeous.
Yes.
I think this girl needs to cross over to Miss Universe because
Yes.
she
Correct.
has that Miss Universe look.
Mhm.
Tall, elegant, very model-esque, and that face. She has
And
one of the most
Rafa,
beautiful
she was
faces.
in Miss World, and she's absolutely stunning. She even won the top model in Miss World, and I think she's
Oh,
definitely made for other pageants, like you said, Miss Universe or Miss Supranational. I think they both will really appreciate her beauty.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Go Martinique. And then followed by Indonesia. What do we think of Vina Sitorius of Indonesia?
She was on
I
my
love
list.
Mm-hmm.
Love
Mhm.
her?
Very
Yeah,
pretty.
I
Yeah.
love her. She's super beautiful and she's very sweet person, very kind. I really adore her.
Yeah.
The only thing is that Miss Grant. Miss Grant really likes petite girls.
They don't like petite girls?
No, they like petite girls, petite bodies,
Oh,
because
okay.
now top 10 has many events for 2 months, and for those events they have to borrow the gowns from the local designers, and most of those gowns are designed for the Asian bodies, so they need to like borrow these gowns for free. So if you have a girls who have bigger measurements, the designers have to make a brand new gown, so it costs the organization money.
Right.
So is the one thing that sometimes is hurting girls with a little bit, curvier bodies,
Volume.
which
Yeah.
I love, it's beautiful, but it's just a little bit difficult for the organization after to borrow guns for all the events. That was
Right.
the only issue with her. She's beautiful, she's smart, she is kind and sweet. She has a lot of
Yes.
followers. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the vloggers love her. I mean,
Yeah,
and she loves them back. I mean, she's always very gracious. She's always very
yeah.
smiling, always in a very happy spirit, happy mood. And it shows on her face too, because her face is just gorgeous, beautiful. Yeah. So
She
yeah,
was the Indonesian representative sent in years, I believe.
wasn't she gonna compete in Miss Universe Indonesia? And then she backed out. Do you remember George? Didn't she?
I think she was in Miss Universe previously, was she not? I thought
Was she
she
Miss Universe
joined
Indonesia?
I think she was in Miss Universe Indonesia, if I'm not wrong.
Okay. All right.
But did not win, obviously. But yeah,
Yeah.
and she crossed over to Miss Grand,
Okay.
I think.
All right, but she made the cut, and then followed by a European, France. Um,
Mhm.
in the beginning, France was amazing, but for some
Yeah.
reason, as time went by, her energy level sort of like
Went
dropped.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it went
Shifted.
Mm-hmm.
down. I don't know how to explain it, but you know, in this pageant, like Miss Grand or Miss Universe, you have to have a lot of stamina and
Yeah.
energy.
Correct.
100%, not 99%. You always have to have at least 100%, or even better, 101, 102. But in this case, some of these girls who were very popular and very strong, from the beginning, all of a sudden they just went weaker as time went by. And that was the case
Correct.
with France. But she was lucky to make the cut.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yes.
for me, France, like I think I discussed that with Noemi, and we talked about it. Like France was a strong contender for Europe, but
Mhm.
we needed to see the energy. And she was beautiful, but her energy was flat. I have her in my list, but but I was scared at the preliminary competition because her evening gown makes her look so wide. Like that choice of a blue dress, like the whole situation, I was like, if that dress is gonna be the downfall for her to make it. But as we learn and know behind the scene, more likely the top 20 is already being chosen throughout the course of the process. More likely the preliminary is just to look for the top 10, validate the five, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like some people think that at the preliminary competition, they're looking for the top 20, which is not. They already have the top 20. The
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
preliminary is to
Oh
choose the
yeah,
top 10
for
and then
sure.
the five to
Yeah.
solidify the five, and already from that five is the one that they want for the crown. So
Yeah.
when you go to that mentality, that is the reason why uh, the girls that through Noemi we had before, you are fighting for the top 20 throughout the whole event. At the preliminary competition, you are fighting for top 10 and 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
If
That's
you are
true.
thinking at the preliminary competition to fight the top 20, you already lost the case. So I think that because that top 20 was evaluated throughout the whole competition, that helps France to make it
Correct.
further already in the competition. And then, of course, when she made the when she was already she made the top 10, and that's it, because she didn't pass top 20. She didn't pass that. She
Yeah.
just was top 20. And again, because at the preliminary competition, her downfall and her energy was already low, so she only have up to top 20.
Correct, yeah. And Kunnavat, he is truly evaluating the girls throughout the competition. He has a spies everywhere, chaperones and everything. They report to him every evening about their behavior. Because sometimes the girls are acting very nicely in front of media and in front of the judges, but when they think nobody's looking, they show their true colors. So he always has everyone to report to him to make sure that the girls are behaving nicely to each other and to everyone, in order to really pick the right girls. So, the top 20, top 10, it is evolution from the whole contest. Of course, the preliminary is also very important, but usually the placement and the winner is already decided before the finals.
Behavior B, the fifth B, beauty,
Did you
body,
guys talk
brains,
about
business, behavior.
when you talk about top 22, Albania was quite a favorite. Did you guys mention anything about her? Because she failed to
No,
make the finals.
Oh, we haven't talked yet about the
Albania?
surprises. No, man.
Was it no? But sorry, Kosovo. You know the one who is quite famous.
Yeah,
With
Kosovo,
blonde hair.
yeah, the attention
I thought
whore,
she,
yeah.
she would have made
I
at least
didn't
like
have her.
22. That was what I was thinking, expecting.
I
Yeah,
didn't
she's
have her.
I'm sure
For me,
Kosovo
she
is pissed.
was.
Well,
She
she
looks good.
is.
Yes,
She
yeah.
is. But this is the thing. Since we mentioned Kosovo, I didn't want to jump in on her. Again, they are evaluated, but I think Kosovo, the only time Kosovo looked like amazing when it comes to stage presence was at the swimsuit competition. Once the preliminary went through, Kosovo disappeared for me, because on the swimsuit competition, her body was sickening.
Yeah.
But at the preliminary competition, I was like, what happened to you? I think she hurt herself apparently, because even
She
the
hurt
evening
herself?
gown competition, I think some allegedly, I think she hurt her ankle or whatever, because in the evening gown she was walking so weird. You can see her, her left foot is like was kind of wonky. Although
Oh, yeah.
I was in conversations with one of the girls with US Virgin Islands, which I send Gigi a lot of love. Thank you for reaching out to me. She reached out to me.
Brian's girl, by the way.
Because I worked with her in Grand United States 2 years ago, so I keep in touch with all these girls. So she sent me a message. I was able to give her some advice and some videos, and she said to me, "I'm having a problem because the stage, because our they're like monitors, so the heels were getting caught on stage."
The
Because of
heels
the
were getting caught
panels.
on stage, really? So
Because of the panels of the runway, in order to create that visual, it's not like a long screen. It's several screens all put together to create that image. So when they were walking, some of them have a problem. That is the reason when Japan was doing the cartwheel, her footing got stuck, and then that's when she lost balance. So when you see some of the girls practicing, they're having problems doing turns. Some of them, they were very timid because of the screen where they're walking on top, because that's how you made those images. Because in Fashion Week, we use that the LED panels is different screens to build up together to create the whole image.
Exactly.
And that was the problem.
Wow. So the stage was problematic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, was a great invention,
That
but
that makes that in a way, because I noticed some of the girls started wearing shoes that are kind of like chunky. They have like chunky heels rather than pointed, like that pointed. They were like very chunky. Like Miss Colombia, she wore chunky heels doing the top 10 speech statement. So yeah, interesting. Okay, moving on. France followed by Zambia. Anybody was surprised with Zambia? Zambia was not on my list. She didn't
She
catch my
wasn't mine.
attention.
Zambia.
She
Zambia was
remi-
Zambia
on my
wasn't
list.
You
mine.
know who Zambia reminds me of? She reminds me, I don't know if you guys know uh Wesley Snipes. He's a Black American actor. He
Mhm.
did a drag
Uh,
movie about drag queens
214,
years
thanks for
ago,
everything, Jillian Mar.
and his
Yes.
character's name was Noxima
Noxi
Jackson.
Noxima
Yeah.
Jackson.
Noxima
One of
Jackson. Yes,
one of
Zambia
Jesse's
reminds me
daughter.
of Noxima Jackson with long black hair, the exaggerated, hips movement, swaying and whatnot. So I thought, oh my God, that's
It
Wesley
was,
Snipes. That's Noxima Jackson in Zambia.
but
So I'm
it
happy that
was
she
very
that she
Naomi.
that she made the cut because I don't think Zambia, this is the first time Zambia, I believe, made the
Mhm.
cut in Miss
I'm
Grand.
happy that they included more girls of a color. I think, it was about a time to, like give space to more of the girls of a beautiful colors. So that was a great thing, And having top 10 too, Tanzania and Ghana. So for me, it was great. I did not expect it, but I was happy for that.
Right. So
In the live that we did before Rafa, I mentioned, I think we all mentioned, we came to the conclusion that this year Latin queens were on the downfall because African girls and European and
Yeah.
Asian girls,
they're
they
stepping up.
came very
Especially
strong.
European.
We
Yeah.
Correct.
mentioned that,
European.
and the African girls that made it, I think at least I had them from the beginning, because it showed that they are learning their formula, how to take advantage of their beautiful skin.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
that's one of the things, like when you are, not because you're a black queen or African queen or your skin tone is dark, is if you have a skin tone that is very well taken care of, and then whatever you put on top is going to make your skin look supple and glistening. I mean, look, Ghana,
Mm.
Zambia is like a Naomi Campbell to be, like I mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Martinique, Tanzania, I mean, they were not the typical African queens or ebony, ebony queens that, oh, let's put a yellow dress and make me proud. No, they play with colors
Yes, they
that
did.
embody their skin tone. So they are getting out of that palette
Mhm.
of green, minty green or boring yellow. I
Yeah.
think since Sosi did that to Miss Universe and other African queens, they are experimenting and playing with their strength. And one thing that you can give to any black queen is if their skin is on point, you put a dress that help them out, they are going to shine on stage and they're going to look powerful. I mean, look Wendy Fitzwilliams. Wendy Fitzwilliams looked like a gazelle in Miss Universe, and she looked on point.
Right. All right. So we all like Zambia. Zambia is followed by Paraguay, but
Oh,
Panama thought her country was called, so there was some confusion.
I was
How the hell how the hell did Panama misheard? I mean, there's no way Panama sounds like Paraguay.
Delusional. That is
and
called delusional.
You
And a
know?
lot of people were like, oh, the announcer didn't pronounce it correctly. No, guys, I was
Mm-mm.
there. It was very, very correct.
For
I
real.
think probably her nerves, because when you're on that stage and you're so stressed, and maybe that played a role. I felt horrible for her.
Maybe, but you know what? I'm sure they probably did some audio check because I'm sure they probably have speakers in the back in the back of the stage, so everybody,
Yeah,
all the girls could hear, not
Yeah.
just in front, but also everywhere, all sides around the perimeter. So, but
correct.
I felt bad for Panama. But anyway, it is what it is.
I
Mistakes
don't feel
happen.
that
Mistakes
bad.
happen.
I don't feel that bad after all. Of
You don't like
Lulu
Panama?
twins. No, I don't like her. I don't feel bad about her because allegedly there's a video circulating. Even my sister that doesn't follow pageants, they're circulating a video that when Panama was going back to her position, she elbowed Paraguay.
Ooh, bitch,
She
really?
el she elbowed Paraguay. My sister doesn't follow pageants, but it's in the news. Like they were putting in the Latin news, like when she went back, she elbowed Paraguay and continued walking. The only thing I can give her is that she only heard the first two letters, pa, and she thought, oh, it's me. I mean, first of all, she is ugly as age, and she doesn't even deserve to be Panama's Grand Queen. Come on, that was all filter. I mean, that is called delusion. She,
Oh
they were,
well, maybe
she
it's
was
karma.
she was top 78.
All right, moving on. So instead of Panama, it's Paraguay, the rightful winner. Paraguay is only 21, so she's one of the youngest. And to my shock, my God, Lao, where the hell did Lao come from?
I have her
Like,
in my
I
list.
had her in my top
she
20.
was like totally underrated by me. So
Yeah.
I really apologize to Lao because I totally
Rafa, like if you
under.
look at her prelims performance, look at her swimsuit, her legs are for days. I think she's like 5'10",
Yes.
which is very rare for a Southeast Asian girl to be that tall. And I think she's pure like Laotian,
She's
which is
pure
even more
Laotian.
rare. I don't think she's half white, so that makes it even more difficult. So I thought she actually deserves the spot in the
She
top 20.
delivered. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally Lao delivered. So good for her. I think also this is the first time Lao made a cut in Miss Grand, I believe. And then followed by Brazil. Okay, I'm sorry, Brazilians, but your girl this year is really not one of my favorites. I think even last year's Brazil girl, she wasn't my favorite. Okay, I think Isabella was the best Brazilian candidate so far.
Yeah.
Okay,
Come
the
on.
Brazil side.
She's
Ever since the change of directorship for Brazil, everything just went down.
But you
Sorry.
know what? Something that I noticed in Brazil a lot is that normally they tend to pick girls that they look very harsh looking or old versus young one, facial
Yeah.
wise. So
Yeah.
the last two queens, they look very harsh, but I have her in my list, and last year I have her in my list too, just because her personality. You
Yeah.
know, when personality comes into the picture, you can tell why they made it.
Yeah, and actually
So,
last year, like after the
and
crowning, I interviewed Miss Grand Brazil last year's, and she was
mhm.
so lovely. Obviously, like facially, she looks a bit like an ice queen, right? Like very fierce, very strong features. But when she actually opened her mouth, she was really lovely, really down to earth, and she took that moment to like 5 minutes interview. She didn't have to do that long interview with me because it was quite busy. There were so many media people around. So I actually thought maybe it's a personality, like you said, and maybe we should not judge the book by its cover. Maybe it's the more you get to know the girls a bit more, maybe that's why they won. I cannot say about this year's queen because I was not there. Maybe Lenka can say her point of view, but
She
last year's
was
queen,
kind of slow. She was like low energy
Yeah.
I like
this
her.
year. Yeah.
I
Oh
still
well.
I
like
like her. I have
You
her
know,
in my top.
Lanka doesn't like her.
Not don't like her. I just don't. I feel like some girls should have been in a top instead of her. You know, that's all.
All right. I wish next year's Miss Grand Brazil, I want to see a Miss Grand Brazil that has an olive skin, preferably half black, mulatto. You know,
Hmm.
the gorgeous, like with big afro hair, or even like, with like short hair. But I want to see that type of Miss Grand Brazil next year. Okay. I'm sure they're going to make the cut. Moving on, Tanzania, no surprise.
Hmm.
Tanzania has
oh
always been Noah's
yes.
one of the favorites and whatnot. And she was
Hmm.
actually, yeah, she was like surprised to have her name called. And then followed by local girl Thailand, Gachibel, no surprise. Thailand has been very consistent from day one. Followed by Mexico,
Hmm.
surprise. No surprise in Mexico.
No
No
No,
She won
surprise.
best
surprise.
no
singing gown, right?
surprise.
Best gown.
Lupita
She won.
Jones doing a great job,
But Lupita did a
Mexico.
great job because that girl's transformation from when
Yeah,
she
totally.
started,
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Lenka, did you meet
all
Lupita,
the way
Lenka?
up. Woo.
Did I meet what?
Did you meet Lupita Jones, the national director for Mexico?
Didn't have the chance.
Didn't have
There
a
was so
chance.
many people, all of my friends from all of the pageant pages, so it was really hard to really meet everyone. I wish I
Oh.
did.
Hopefully you'll meet in oh no, sorry. I thought she's still the Mexico national director. I was gonna say hopefully you'll meet in Miss Universe. Sorry, no, she lost the Miss Universe franchise. Okay, Mexico followed by Venezuela. Venezuela and Philippines are the oldest. They're both 30 years old.
Mhm.
Okay, but Venezuela, I like Venezuela's facial beauty, but as far as her energy is concerned, she lacks dynamism, the dynamic energy that I'm looking for in a Miss Venezuela. Okay, but I mean, I'm happy for her though. And then followed
I
by
have
the
her.
youngest, Belgium. I like Belgium, really? Like, where the hell did she come from?
Rafa, look at her
W-
interview. Like,
You
if you
know,
watch the
Well,
interview, like, it shows Nawaz really likes Miss Belgium. It's kind of similar to Victoria. Obviously, she was
mhm.
quite young when she joined Miss Grand previously, but Nawaz really seems to like girls who have a bit more young, but there is a room for improvement. So maybe they will join other pageants like Miss Universe, because he even recommended to Miss Belgium, "Are you coming to Miss Universe?" Even though we already have a Miss Universe Belgium, the winner of Miss Belgium is coming to Miss Universe in November.
Oh,
So
all
they,
right.
and this girl is a runner-up, but Noah prefers the runner-up over the Miss Belgium. So
Yeah.
clearly, he has a soft spot for her. Yeah.
All right.
I
And then,
think Belgium catch my eye on the opening ceremony. I have her at one of the stronger blonde ones. I didn't put her as the top. I eliminated her, but
Yeah.
her personality is sweet. Talking about Venezuela, sorry to going back. I think the new director is Jacqueline Aguilera, former Miss World.
Miss 12.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So
She's the
Yeah.
Miss.
really?
she'll look,
Yes.
yes. So that's
Yeah.
where I
Try
was
that.
going to.
Yes.
Venezuela, even though wasn't like the favorite for the national crown for so many, I give it to her. When I saw her coming into the competition, she grew on me so fast. I have her. She looked like the original Miss Venezuela, bringing back the glory when Osmel Sosa was directing Miss Venezuela. And then you see Jacqueline Aguilera, former Miss World in 1996, looking so glorious. Then makes more sense
1995.
why. Oh yeah, no, she
1996 was
won't.
Greece.
Well,
1995.
yeah, well,
Ashray Rai
yeah,
crowned
but
her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
she competed with Alicia in 1996 for because
For
she and
Miss,
Alicia and her won the titles the same year.
right,
It's kind
but
of
she was,
confusing.
yeah, but Miss World came
Yeah,
first before Miss Universe. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
So when Jacqueline, I saw her so stunning, and then I'm like putting one on one together. Jacqueline shows somebody that is from that golden era of Miss Venezuela, very elegant. I mean, that's an expectation what you expected in the 90s to see. And Venezuela did a good job. I didn't like the whatever's for the dress, that green part, but in
yeah.
essence, she did a great job. I mean, Jacqueline did a great job with this
Yeah,
candidate.
she did her homework, Jacqueline.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, so Venezuela, Belgium, and of course Spain. Spain was on my top five, and I
Mm-hmm.
said to myself, if Czech Republic was not going to win for Europe, then Spain would probably win. But Lenka, you have a very strong opinion about Spain. Share, please.
Ah, okay. I think she's absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. I just when I went to Miss Universe Thailand, I just did not like I there was
Her
Miss Grand.
personality.
Yeah, I mean, there Miss Grand Malaysia was making an interview, and then Spain just kind of came in and like pushed to the side and jump in, and
Really?
I
Oh,
live in Thailand, and for me, I like the respect. So if someone is making an interview, let them have their space. Don't push them and jump in. It's for me, it is rude.
that's very
But
rude.
that was that one moment. I don't know her, otherwise person or anything. I think she
Yeah.
was very beautiful. Did not like her answers. But yeah, I mean, she deserved the five. Spanish team always does a great job every year. They put a lot of energy and time into their winners. I'm happy for the Spanish team. So
Good.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? Did you guys see the Spanish national director? He's a hottie. He
Yes,
is
he's a very
cute. He's like,
Dominican Republic team
he's like
too.
a silver daddy. Oh my God, he's hot.
But
he's
you know what? Even though Spain was one of my picked, one of the 18 girls that I was able to hit out of the top 22, I need to say this is the first time I see Spain shining in Miss Grand because every time they make it, there's always a downfall. And this
Mhm.
time, I saw her in evening gown with the updo. I said, okay, finally they didn't f it up because when it comes to evening gown, Spain like fuck, and the energy goes down. But this time, this party, I think she's been the best Miss Grand Spain so far. She
Yeah.
looked beautiful. she
She,
Yes.
deserved the top 5.
okay.
So I was like,
agree. I agree.
even though she
Yeah.
wasn't one of my top 5 contenders to be, I need to say congratulations, because finally they learned their lesson, and that is the reason she made it to the top 5. Because if not, she would be just top 10 and that's it.
Correct. I mean, as I said, like I absolutely love the Spanish team. I love their work. I love the national director. I think they're incredible. They put all the energy and time into their winners. Like they give the girls everything. So I am happy for the team. I love them. The only thing I'm gonna say, please guys, when you're sending a video about the war and violence, think about the outfit and the style of the video, because this is a serious matter. So
Lord. Yeah.
video you're parading and you're showing your breast too much, it's taking away from the serious matter of the war and violence. That would be one recommendation for the future, but otherwise they did a fantastic job. I love the Spanish team.
Mhm.
Go Spain. Hopefully one of these days Spain will win MGI. All right, so those are the top 20. But surprise, surprise, they added 2 more girls instead of top 20. It's top 22, and the 21st girl is USA. I was like, really? Like, I was really surprised and shocked. Comments? Any
No
comment?
comment.
Any
Other
no
choices,
No
comments?
comments.
I would
Yeah,
have given
Let's
I
up.
move
will.
on.
like, what was she even doing there? Like, what
I
was that
will.
about?
Like,
Maybe they added her because they love Stephanie Miranda, who's a national director. Okay.
Stephanie and their team did a good job to help her out to shine. She wasn't my pick on the nationals. I have her on my list because I think she's gonna make it. So, but if I was able, if they wanted, it wouldn't be my call. I would have entered U.S. Virgin Islands over her, uh,
Or even Canada. I would have
Canada
Canada.
would have been, there was
I would have
other
put
So much
I would
better.
have
choices.
put Canada. I would have put the Netherlands. I thought the Netherlands was
Even better.
amazing.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean,
know,
Those two girls were brilliant choices.
Nepal is beautiful. I love Nepal.
Yeah.
Malta was a beautiful girl, kind of like Belgium kind of style. It's very rare that Malta's in a beautiful girl. I said it before, but this Miss Malta is beautiful. So I would have loved to see her in the top. I think again, when this is a business and when you have directors that fight for their queens, they make it happen. And but when you are a director that, sadly to say, you are not doing their part for the brand,
Organization. Yeah.
Yes.
you are not gonna make it. Period.
Yes.
Like, especially when it comes from,
Yeah.
we need to be honest. United States is not a pageant country. We
No,
know
it's
that.
not. Mhm.
United States is not. So when you are part of an organization and you have a license of a country that is not a pageant country or doesn't have pageant culture for so many decades, you need to be there, like, to promote. So that's one thing that Stephanie has been doing. So I think again, business wise, they did a good thing about promoting. So I think that's what put her in the top, again,
Well, yes,
top
it's like
20.
payback because they
Yeah.
CJ and Mama Teresa actually attended the Miss Grand
And
USA
exactly.
contest pageant.
And
So
Yeah.
Rafa,
it's like a
I think
payback time. Okay,
one thing I noticed.
we're gonna give you a spot in the top 2022.
Yes.
If you invite me and CJ to your pageant.
Yeah.
Period.
And a lot of the
Yeah.
girls who
Yeah.
made the top 22, they were actually crowned as national winners instead of appointments. And Nomad actually does not like when you appoint a girl to go to Miss Grand. He prefers their national pageant and preferably the #1 choice, like the national title holder, to go to Miss Grand. So maybe that is one of the reasons, because there were so many appointments and I don't think many of them even made the cut, the top 22.
So
Correct.
yeah, I noticed that. Well,
Yeah.
Correct.
was Japan crowned?
Japan was crowned. Yeah, she was
was
crowned
crowned.
with Mr. Gay Japan. They happened the same contest, same
Oh,
coronation.
okay. Okay, so it's Venezuela, right? She was not
Yes.
appointed. Okay.
No,
They were
she
No,
competed.
she competed.
She competed.
But this is the thing. Like, another reason why Noemi did the pageant when she had the franchise last, because what's mandatory in the contract. So there's some things that you need to move the masses. So one of the things that is helping USA right now is because they were able to do the pageant again and bringing fresh blood. So and I'm gonna say this, they are involved with the USA delegate preparation allegedly versus before, that the delegate needed to do everything herself. Since the change of command when Rachel has the license for 1 year and now this year Stephanie, one thing that I can tell is they have professionals working hand in hand with each Grand USA contestant. So that's something that you can tell, that you can see. So there's more involvement, and that is the reason why, even though she wasn't again the person that for me will have bring USA to the top 5, they did their job. So she made it.
Well, anyway. Oh, well, whatever. Happy for her. Not.
Yeah.
No.
The last one was Ecuador. No surprise. Everybody loves Ecuador. I noticed all these girls who made the cut, they were actually had the task of doing some interviews. They took turns interviewing some of the contestants, some of the girls doing all these events. I remember Ecuador was interviewing some of the girls, and she really did a good job interviewing. USA also interviewed the girls. Philippines, of course. Yeah, so maybe that's one of the reasons why they were chosen.
By the way,
Yeah, Lanka, go ahead.
you just said Philippines did the interviews. Did you guys notice that Kosovo threw a shade at her? She did an interview with her, and it was so nice, the interview, She was like, oh, you're so beautiful, da 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 da. Like, if, even if you don't place, please come to visit Philippines. We're going to host you. And now that Philippines won, apparently Kosovo posted something implying that Philippines bought the crown. And I'm like, come on, come on.
That's too funny. Oh yeah, somebody oh yeah, I see the comment. Kosovo shaded the winner on her post saying she can pay to win, but even she cannot win the people's heart. So in other words, Kosovo thinks that she won the people's heart because of her sluttiness. So okay, I get it.
But this is the thing. She's not the only person. Like years ago, we have Albania doing her stuff and winning the people's heart, but they didn't make it. So this is the thing. Kosovo, with all respect, she looks like an OnlyFans model. She looked like a swimsuit.
Yeah, but she's
model.
smart though. She's smart.
She's very smart. Her interview was actually really good.
I'm not saying that she's not smart. I'm just saying that.
No, we're not saying that.
Yeah, but what you see is that, like, when I see Kosovo, I don't see Miss Grant. I see only
no. Nobody ever believed that. No.
Exactly. And number two, like I said, like when in the previous live, I said Philippines, I would not be mad if she wins because she had the chance to win the title, and she did. She was a strong contender on nationals, and I knew like she's going for first runner up or winning, plain and simple. So I'm not mad that Philippines won. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Before I continue, I just want to read some of these comments. Hello, everybody. For those of you guys who have joined for the first time, please subscribe to this channel. Let's make this channel grow. And the more views, the more subscribers I have, the more I can actually afford to attend the VIP, to purchase a VIP ticket to attend Miss Universe. Okay, I deserve this, people. You guys need to support me. Okay, I've been in the industry for like over 30 years. Okay, I'm one of the OGs. Just to let you know, I was the original blogger. Okay, of pageantry. So I deserve to have a VIP seat. All right.
Yes.
In Thailand. Says, I'll see you there, Rafa, in Thailand. Woohoo! Yeah, playing captain. We'll see each other. Let's do bar hopping and try the famous snake shot. What is a snake shot?
What?
LOL. George, what is that?
I don't go out. I don't know. Maybe
What
Lenka
is
will go out.
what the
I
hell
don't
is a
think
snake shot?
I cannot have you with that.
All right. Kosovo is a clown hire. I remember in Atlanta they have shuttle buses to the venue. Yeah, I was in Atlanta, Miss Universe 2019. They had shuttle buses to the venue. I hope they do the same thing in Thailand. Um, who is our mucho guapo guest? Ooh, it's Pageant Empress. Ooh, you have an admirer, George.
You.
Dorothy. Ooh. Indonesia is hot. George, how are you? And Dell. I don't think they're talking to each other. Vina needs an intensive lower body gym class. Yeah, I noticed Vina's lower body was a little chunky. It wasn't her lower body was not proportionate to her upper body. I mean, from the waist up, she was great, but in swimsuit, she could do some more physical training in the bottom. Oh, our good friend from Myanmar donated $44, 44.90 Myanmar money. Thank you, Nas. Thank you. People, follow Nas's example. Okay. Please donate to this chat. All right. He donated $44, 44.90 Myanmar money. He's saying, hello, beautiful panel. I ain't buying fish sauce from NGI anytime soon, but I'm all for blasting a super chat here. Yeah, buy more super chats. Very happy for Emma. May she have an impactful reign. Lots of love from Malaysia. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Malaysian money, not Myanmar. I'm sorry. It's 44.90 Malaysian money. Thank you. And thank you,
Malaysian
Nas.
Enrique.
Love you. Love you, love you, love you.
Terima kasih, Malaysia.
Yeah, whatever she said. Terry Makasi. Over 200 viewers, subscribe, share, and like. Yes, please. There's 273 people watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe now. Please,
Yes.
please, 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 please. Help me surpass Dell's subscribers, okay? That woman, I don't know what she's doing, but she's getting a lot of subscribers. All right? I want to beat her. Okay, I love Dell, we're friends, but please help me surpass Dell. All right, I love the live stream, guys. Only 30 likes. Come on, yeah, only 30 likes. Hello, pathetic. You guys are pathetic, okay? What's the point of watching the show if you're not even liking it, okay? You guys are sick. Please, please, please
You're not
like,
gonna get
subscribe.
likes if you're gonna say pathetic. Come on.
No, I'm just kidding. You guys, for those of you who have been following me for a long time, you guys know me. This is my personality. This is how I am, okay? It's a joke. I like to joke. All right, so people are bashing Kosovo, etc. Okay, well, you know what? She deserves to be bashed anyway. She's a hypocrite. All right. Anyway, Czech Republic is just serving. She has it all, and she deserves to be in the top 5. Agree 100%. Totally, totally 100%. Mind you, Panama has a lot of fans during the prelims. That's embarrassing. Oh, you know what? I feel bad for Sweden because Sweden in the Miss Popular vote, I
was there,
heard
right?
I heard that her father spent a lot of money buying votes. It was between her and Colombia. Well, eventually Colombia won.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for Sweden. I really feel bad. I don't know. This this whole discussion, the pros and cons of Miss Popular vote. Like for example, I did comment on my Instagram that how in the world Colombia, who was not on anybody's list, hardly on anybody's list, made the top 10 without competing in the swimsuit round. It's because
You
of the
know,
popular vote. I mean, to me, that's crazy. What is the logic behind that? Can you
I
give
don't
me,
know
can
that.
anyone give me a good reason why she was automatically advanced to the top 10 just based on votes, on the most number of votes, even though we did
same,
not see her compete in swimsuit?
It happens
same
every year.
too.
Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
What?
2022, it was the same thing.
Did you forget? Like almost every popular vote does not compete in swimsuit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I think okay, I can understand from a business perspective because I think
Yeah.
if you I think people are more uh you know what is the word I'm looking for? They feel more propelled to buy votes to fast track their favorite girl to the top 10 instead of the top 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
And
because
also,
if you're gonna buy, if you're gonna waste your money, if you're gonna waste your money to buy votes just to put your girl to the top 20, what's the point? Because a top
yeah,
20 doesn't, that's it.
I
You,
think
you end in top 20. Whereas if you make the top 10, you automatically get a fifth runner-up position or the
that's it.
possibility to win the crown. You
Yeah.
get to spend a few more weeks with the girls, you know, touring Thailand and whatever, etc. So yeah, I can see the logic.
It makes
And
sense.
but I feel bad for Miss Sweden's father because he spent a lot of money to have his daughter make the top 10, but eventually she lost to Colombia.
But let
Yeah,
me just say,
It's
you
business.
know, sorry,
Yeah.
you know that, you know, the swimsuit round or whatever, that is the top 10 is being decided before, you know, that swimsuit round, it's just for show, it's just for us as the viewers, but the top 10 is long before that. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
But the thing is, like, honestly, I believe that popular vote doesn't need to be in the top 10.
no.
Like, if your popular vote, stay in top 20. Or if you want to do that, say, okay, we have a top 22 plus popular vote, and we will announce on the top 10 who won. So at least you can see everybody in swimsuit.
That's a
Mhm.
better choice, actually. Yeah. Because it was all
Oh,
zombie in a
like
dress next to
like
swimsuits.
that kind of make more sense. But Colombia, of all places, I was like, what? Like, I put it on my post. I
Yeah.
got 9 out of 9.
Same. I had
I don't
9,
care about.
except
I
Colombia.
said I got 9 out of. I think I sent that to you
Yeah.
privately. Pageant
Yeah.
George. And I think I sent that to you, Rafa. I was like, I got 9 out of 9. And then I die laughing because then I'm like, oh, that's the popular vote. She cannot even talk in the freaking speech.
I know. Oh
I
well.
was
Yeah.
like, bye. Money well invest. She cannot walk. She cannot talk. Goodbye.
All right. So were there other candidates that did not make the cut that we feel very sad that did not make the cut?
Yes.
I mean, I feel sad for the Netherlands because I thought she made an
Yeah.
amazing, she was an amazing
Mhm.
performer.
She'll be great
Malaysia,
in the
you know, Malaysia, I feel bad for her too. Who
There's
else
so
that I
many.
really like?
El
There's so
Salvador.
many. So
I
like
like
El
El Salvador.
Salvador. I forgot about
Yes.
El
El
Salvador.
Salvador.
Yeah,
And
she was
Mhm.
I
just
She
was
was very smart.
so
sweet.
surprised because
But she's
if I remember,
young. Yeah, I mean, she has a lot of time
Yeah.
to
but
prove. Yeah.
she again, those are the girls that you feel like, yeah, you cut, yeah, yeah. El
What about
Salvador.
okay? I like Italy. I don't know if you guys love Italy. I love her.
Yes,
I love
I think
her
she's a dancer,
preliminary
right? I love her
performance. She
opening.
looked
Yeah.
amazing. I love Italy. Maybe Jamaica. I'm kind of like on the fence with Jamaica.
Mm,
She was okay,
nah,
so.
What about South Korea?
No.
No,
nah,
no
No.
South Korea. What about Turkey?
nah.
No.
No.
Rafa, have you seen her prelims? No. Come on. She's more like Miss World, not Miss Grand. Like very pretty,
Yeah.
but she has no energy. No.
Or Miss Cosmo or Miss Charm. One of those
Mhm.
Yeah, something else.
Miss
contests.
Charm.
Miss
Yeah,
Charm.
something
In Miss
else.
Cosmo,
Yeah.
they would not make it.
Oh, wait a minute. Australia. What did you think of Australia?
Yes,
Yeah,
I've completely forgot she
Argent.
Australia
made it.
and
I have
Canada, they were
Argentina
roommates.
and
Yes.
Australia, those two, and I was surprised that Australia from the blonde ones didn't make it. I was like, ooh, the
Yeah, I
Aussies
felt
sent
bad
a
for Australia
strong
because she was so
one.
bubbly.
I loved
Yes,
Australia.
She was so
Yeah,
bubbly.
she should have been at least top 22, like at least a swimsuit run because she was so
You
great
know what?
in
They're gonna be
flip.
like top 25. Top 20 sounds stupid. Make it top 25 next year, okay? That's so stupid. The more countries to join. Why don't I
Yeah,
make top 25? 22 sounds
Yeah.
stupid. Sucks.
25 is
Anyway.
better.
All right, moving on to the top 10. So of course, hello, Colombia. This
yeah.
vote. You know what? The fact that she was not in the top 22 speaks volumes, which means nobody in the organization wanted her. Did you think about that? The fact that she
Yeah.
was not in the original top 22 means
Mhm.
that nobody liked Colombia, okay? That's all I can say.
Nobody voted for.
Because last year winner was Myanmar, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Myanmar for what? Popular vote? Yes, that was such an
Yes.
ugly, dramatic scenario. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Nobody
but
can
at
ever forget.
least if you're gonna vote for somebody, I mean, Myanmar was competition last year, excluding the tantrums and whatever. We knew she was competition, putting the tantrums aside. So you're gonna choose somebody that I would have preferred to see a contender that deserves to be in the top. That one
Oh,
popular
last
vote was
year it was
deserved.
Indonesia. I just checked the Wikipedia. It's not
Oh, the
Myanmar.
popular vote?
Indonesia. Popular vote is
Okay.
Indonesia.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
bet my-
okay.
Too. She was good too.
right.
Like I like a popular vote when it comes to like it's a good contender.
Mhm.
Not popular vote because you feel sorry. This is not the this is
Nova Liana. Thank you, George. Yeah,
mhm.
Well,
I
the
remember.
popular, it's about money, each vote costs a lot of
Yeah,
money.
it's part of the business thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I actually
So you
remember
know what?
2002. You remember? Because I was actually with the national director, and he
Mauritius? Was it Mauritius?
Mauritius. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
chatting with him because I met Mauritius, the girl, when she was preparing in Thailand, and then we were chatting at the VIP, right? And then he was telling me, "Oh yeah, I'm fighting with Russia, but I'm waiting till the last moment so I can throw in extra 4 million." Da da da. So remember, you guys, she got to top 10, but she was different right away. Do you remember the scandal?
Yes, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And her, they were coupled. And during the whole competition, she never slept in her room. She was always sleeping in his room, which Teresa didn't know. But after she was top 10, he demanded to follow, to be with the top 10. And of course, Kunabat said, no, that's not acceptable. So they threw a fit. And then they found out that she was sleeping at his room all along. So they kicked her out, and it was a whole big drama, if you recall. It was funny that
Of
year.
course, she was expelled, she was kicked out, and she was replaced by whom? Miss Grand Philippines,
Philippines.
Roberta
Mm-hmm.
Tamondo. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Mongo, Philippines.
And Mauritius never sent another delegate ever since.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Okay, so Colombia made the top 10, even though she doesn't really deserve it. Czech Republic made the top 10. I was so happy. Yay! Followed by Mexico, another great contender. Followed by Venezuela, another Latin country. Followed by Guatemala, another Latin country. And then Thailand, no surprise. Philippines, no surprise. Tanzania, she was shocked. She was shocked. She could not believe it. She was like, oh my God, did it? Oh my God, oh my God. Yeah, so I thought that was so cute.
Good.
And of course, Ghana, the best from Africa. And of course,
Yeah.
Spain, the best from Europe. So yeah,
It's pretty
actually, no,
deserving.
Czech Republic was the best for me from Europe, but Spain still deserves it. Anyway, so those are the top 10. All right.
It's quite good. Yeah.
Pretty good,
Mhm.
a pretty good list. I probably would have replaced Mexico with maybe Martinique. Martinique.
Martinique, right.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
I would have loved to see the
Or
UK speech.
UK, yeah.
I loved her communication skills, so I think she would have nailed the speech round if she made it to the top 10.
Martinique.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the UK. Yeah.
All right.
But maybe that's why they didn't put her in top 10, because if they already have decided who they want to win and so on, they don't put the good speakers in to make sure that,
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Ron
Yeah, but
says Colombia looks like she was lost in the competition. There's actually a candidate competing when Colombia came out in her evening gown for the vote. It looks awkward. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. The Philippines was number 8 on the popular vote before it closed. So how the hell are people saying that she bought the crown?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know, but I
Jealousy.
can understand it from a strictly business perspective. You know what? If you again, if you're buying votes, that's great because it means that you're supporting your girl. You're supporting
Mhm.
your favorite girl. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Every pageant has the popular vote anyway, right? Like Miss USA, which is going on right now, they added the vote, the popular vote.
Yeah.
Usually Miss USA has like a top 15 or top 16, but this year they're adding 4 extra contestants to the top 20 based on fan votes. So I
Oh,
like
wow.
that they're engaging the fans to select 4 other states to make the top 20, which is great. Okay,
Right.
moving on. Other comments before we move on? Okay.
No.
No. Best National Director. Woohoo!
Can we talk about this? Because this was so petty, but so petty that it was hilarious. How is it that that India and Myanmar, that is their first year in the organization, gets nominated as
Silver
Best
goddess.
National Director?
Well, we know the reason why, right?
Well,
We had
obviously, it
Yeah,
was a
because
slap in the face
yeah,
for India and Myanmar from last year.
yeah,
So that's
exactly.
why I say it was so petty, because it was so obvious, why he was doing this. Shout out to Dominican Republic, because they did their job and stuff, and they were really excited.
There's 3 directors, 3 co-directors for Dominican Republic.
Yes. Yeah. Because one of them is a
Was a former
diplomat.
Mr. Dominican
Former
Republic.
Mister and a
Yeah.
diplomat right now in the government of Dominican
And
Republic.
he was involved in a sex scandal, I remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a video of him hiring some male prostitute, and then
Allegedly.
he refused to pay the male prostitute and whatnot. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
And he's a diplomat. Ew, shocking.
He's a diplomat. Well,
diplomat for like.
But
I
mean,
but
I was
they love
glad.
him.
I was glad that they gave the award to Dominican Republic, because I was kind of like, don't tell me they're going to give an award to either India or Myanmar because it's their first year. I was kind of like, but we all know the reason why he did this.
Of course. It's
Yeah.
to throw shade at the former directors.
One thing, John. But I have to say, with Indian National Director, I was in touch with her. She's a really, really great lady. And she had a really hard job because of all the hate towards MGI. She had to fight with this because she had all of the finalists and people were threatening the finalists. So a lot of the girls resigned, and she had to, work really hard despite all of the sabotaging and all the hate from the fans. So I was happy for her to be there, as one of the top national directors, because she really worked hard despite all of these the circumstances, So I was happy for her. She's wonderful. She did a good job. So yeah, maybe it was done, on purpose, but in my heart, I'm happy for her because I just know that she really worked hard. So.
And I wanted to add a little bit on what she just said. Like, I also talked to the national director of Miss Grand India, and she also was telling me that it's really difficult to have management and the girls dropping out from the national competition. So now that they are the host country next year, hopefully we get more participation in the Miss Grand India competition. And I would like to see a different type of face winning Miss Grand India. I think Indian people know what I'm talking about. I want to see maybe someone who is maybe Northeast, which look a bit more like me. Like, they have more like Asian features to represent the diversity of India, and also Northeast has a huge population of fan supporters, and they love pageantry.
Exactly. Pageants are very big in Northeast India.
Yes. And
Definitely.
a lot of the people who supported Miss Grand India, when a lot of the Indian people were not supporting them, were Northeast Indians. So if they have a representative from that area, I think the host delegate will have a lot of supporters, and business-wise, it's much better. So this is my message to the national director in case she, wants to crown someone from that region. I think that would be very smart business-wise.
Right. No threats. So she will have all of the great girls signing in, and it was hard to pick really good winners since all of the girls resigned out of the fear, because they were bullied by the fans. So.
But at the end of the day, I think that is lack of maturity, and again, fans, lack of objectiveness. They need to spark the page with it. I like her, but hey, just because you like a contender to win and you win that night, one thing is being ready to win. Another thing is to be ready to work. And the thing is over. I'm not throwing shade to Rachel Gupta because she was my favorite to win. All of us have her as the one that needed to win, but
Not me.
this doesn't. The, Lenka, you were in the monastery. Come on,
Come
No,
but
on,
no, 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 no,
temple.
no. I worked with Rachel. I worked with
oh,
her. She came to
All right.
Thailand and she was working
Okay,
with
this is
me.
the Lanka, this is your chance to tell the truth about Rachel Gupta. People
Throw
are
it.
watching.
I was, I was
let
in
me
touch with
let
her
me grab.
before she went to Miss Grand India. She was so sweet, like I was like, wow, this girl is amazing. She came here, she came with her mom, and since day one, it was highly unprofessional. I set up all of the meetings. I had a meeting with a very famous hip hop star and producer here, in order to maybe make a new record, which would help her. She came late, didn't apologize. I had a meeting with GL Garland. She came late, didn't apologize. It was a lot of things happening. They were extremely rude. I got a promised payment. I got a promise that they're gonna fly me to India, to introduce to the Miss Universe organization so I can work with them. And they were really rude. There was an incident that they threw me under the bus, and I was just so fed up. And then they left without paying. They left, they broke all the promises to me. Yet I kept quiet about it because I'm a kind of a person that I am not revenging. But after the whole Cambodia thing happened, all of a sudden the mom is like, I want you to get us guns because our luggage is stuck. And I'm like, Jennifer, excuse me, but after the treatment, after broken promises, you really expect me to help you. And then all of a sudden, she started to accuse me of horrible things. She was spreading rumors about me. So I apologize. I wouldn't say this if this wasn't true. If I, because I never ever tried to hurt anyone. But she was rude. She was horrible to everyone. She was unprofessional, and I knew all along. And then in the end, when she was dethroned, it it was a karma to me. So, all the Indian fans, I would also like to tell you one thing. She mocked Indian fans. She was telling me how all these people are telling me what to do, how to do, and the people in India don't understand anything. So, she was making fun of all of her fans and everything. So, you guys want to support her, but she is not supporting you back. I'm sorry to say, I love India. I love all the Indian beauty queens. I'm so excited it's gonna be happening in India because it's a powerhouse. But you guys, Rachel, it's she's not a good person. But maybe it's not her, it's the mom, because she's manipulated, but
Well,
no.
listen, like mother, like daughter, okay? It runs in the
Mm,
family, okay? That's all
no.
I can say. See, okay, so you Indian fans who support Rachel Gupta, you want her to join Miss World? You may want to reconsider that idea, okay, people? Can you imagine Rachel as Miss World India behaving like a spoiled brat and being rude to people, being rude to Julia Morley? Just
Correct.
imagine that.
Correct. And also when she was talking in the video about the body shaming, I'm sorry, but she was telling me, like, she was mocking the other contenders. Like, she was like, oh, come on, I was so sure that I'm gonna win. Come on, you see this girl, she was fat. This girl was fat, and so on. So please don't cry a crocodile tears about body shaming when I heard you body shaming pretty much everyone in your competition. Like,
Yeah. So in other words, when the cameras are rolling, she's nice, but
mm,
off camera, she's a totally different person. She's like the opposite.
correct.
Yeah, we've
Also,
seen that kind of.
I mean, also you see Luciana there, Isabella there. They are all there and happy. So everybody is great, but it kind of speaks the volumes too. So
Mhm.
anyway,
Well, adding
Go ahead,
about Lenka.
Wilfredo.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
Lenka is saying something that I heard already. I
mm-hmm.
never said nothing, but Lenka, you are confirming what I heard before.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody talked to me about that and much more information that you didn't mention. So you are my confirm. I mean, I trust that person that confided in me, but you are saying the same things that person, and you guys are not in the same country whatsoever. The things that you are saying was the same thing after the pageant. was kind of over. That
Mhm.
person confided on me a lot of things, and you are saying the same things.
Yeah.
So just in case for any person in the chat try to think or say something negative, this is a confirmation of what I heard last year. You are confirming those things. So we have a say in Puerto Rico, when the river sounds because something is going on. I don't know if I said that correctly, but again, we are humans. We, again, like I said, not everybody's ready. A lot of people are ready to win. Not everybody's ready for the job. And I wanted to say, I'm back on my thought. There's something that I died laughing when Mama Teresa said, sometimes now what doesn't hear to me, because Teresa wanted Philippines to win last year.
No, Nawat wanted actually Philippines to win last year too. But you know, they
But
let the
he was
whole
outvoted, I think, by
He
by the
was
staff.
outvoted,
Yeah.
and with the pressure of the, of the fans and the hype and everything, if that girl did not win, because let's be real, if she did not win, that was going to be a big upset.
Right.
You know, because there has been other situations where India should have had won a few years back and did
Oh,
not.
hello. Was it 2018?
Yeah, when
27
Paraguay won,
Paraguay.
but
Yeah,
that
when Paraguay
crown
won, that was
was
India. That was
India's.
India's crown.
That was
India should have
India.
won. India should have won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
there has been
Meenakshi.
occasions where India should have won and did not, because of friction between Grand International and, at the time, that national director who had it, and that was the reason why those girls he would leave it at first runner up and not win. Now, having Rachel, again, we all said it. She competed brilliantly. Perfect competition. That is she competed great. She deserved to win, and she won it fair and square. Okay. But again, after the fact and all everything that transpired, and whatever she said, I debunked everything that she said, because it was not true. I mean,
yeah, the video thing that
the
she
video,
uploaded,
the accusing,
lots of lies,
a lot of lies, and especially since I had already gone through the Miss Grand journey, I know that was, when I saw that video, I was like, girl, you're lying. I don't know who's giving you false information. And I'm like, you know what? You should have just let it go, hide out, bow out gracefully, be quiet, don't go on social media, because nowadays this generation is all about looking for attention in social media.
yeah,
Let
playing
me
victim.
cry on social
Yep.
media. Let me get people to feel bad for me. Let me show them that I feel
It's all
sad.
about validation, getting validation.
All about validation.
Yeah.
All about that.
And also, I'm reading the comments, right? And someone said, yeah, even the fact that she was having the press conference of the day of CJ's coronation, that showed, like that she's trying to hurt CJ. That says a lot. Also, someone said that you could tell that nobody came to her from the contestants, to congratulate her after. Said it all. Yes, it did, because the girls in top 10, they all couldn't stand her because she was treating everyone badly during the competition. And
That's
after
true.
CJ, crowned, the girls were scared to go live and say, their side of a story, that they were all mistreated by Rachel, because they knew the Indian fans are going to attack her. So for example, Melisha, she didn't say anything bad about her, but she knew, and then she just supported CJ, publicly. She was happy for CJ, posted about it. She came to her coronation, and just because she supported CJ, she was being attacked by the fans too. You know what I mean? So yeah, you look at it. Nobody congratulated her because she mistreated everyone else. The girls were scared to speak out, but let me tell you, all top 10 they all had that worst experience and so on. So all of you fans, I know
That
you love her.
explains Miss Grand France,
Mhm.
Yeah, it
the friction
validated what
between
she was saying.
yeah, the friction between
Mhm.
her and Rachel and all the other girls. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, you fans, but look at the whole picture. How many people already came forward and said that they had a bad experience with her? The other girls didn't congratulate her, friends and so on. Put it together and finally get it in your head
Mhm.
that she's really, truly not a good person. Yes, she was a great performer. You know, she did amazing, but inside, in her heart, she's not a good person. And you need.
Noemi, didn't her mother, Jennifer Gupta, try
Reach out
to
to me.
buy your
Mhm.
favor,
Oh,
try to
yes.
buy your friendship? What did she say? What did she write?
She sent me a long text after we had a live. Remember when we had
Mhm.
our
Mhm.
live talking about actually after the fact, after Grand
Yeah.
International. So I got this long text from her mom saying that she was so happy that I had spoken so highly about her daughter, blah, blah, blah. But she didn't like you, Rafa, because you were too direct. And I think you said a few things that she didn't agree on and stuff like that. Again, at the time, I don't know the mother, and I respect mothers, okay? And we're all adults. I speak with her, I told her, well, welcome to the Grand family. As Lise was my queen. And so I wish your daughter very, well in her, journey as Miss Grand. This is all in the beginning. This is way before all the shit happened. Um, and she did invite me to her daughter's was it not the
Homecoming?
farewell, the
Homecoming,
welcome
no?
party. Yeah,
Your
the mom.
reception.
And oh, you could come, blah, blah, blah. And I told her thank you for the invite. Very politely. I said, let me know. Maybe, I never promised I would, I was like, I will check if you have a date, because at the time they didn't have a dates. Things was just, unwrapping with the whole win. Um, and so it was a very nice, I had like 3 conversations with the mother after that. So I never thought that they were like that. But then when Teresa started showing the receipts and showing
Mhm.
all the things that she had done, I was like, this is crazy. I mean, how dare you would go over the organization to try to get as much as you can from the organization because you think you deserve it,
Mhm.
when you should respect the fact that this is a company, right? They're taking care of your daughter. There are policies and contracts involved. And why are you going above all of these contracts and above what, now what Interesa are asking from you? And then, oh, I don't have food, but yet you've gained weight. So
Yep,
what are you eating?
yep.
Like it was just, everything was off, like, oh, they didn't even give me money. Let me tell you something. Now,
Bitch.
what and Teresa are always have been caring towards their queens. Not
Yep.
only their queens, but their delegates. Okay?
Correct.
Always, and it doesn't matter who it is, either in a national director or media, they're always taking care of you. Have you eaten? Do you need something? That, like, very, very attentive. So the fact that she would say, "Oh, I didn't have any food, and they didn't give me food." Girl, there's a bus outside. Go grab the bus. Go to the supermarket like every other
Yeah.
queen
Aren't like
before you.
7-Eleven stores?
I'll just like
Exactly.
grab food. You don't even have to go
Oh,
Grab
outside.
food, and you
On
have
on the
grab.
bus,
Grab.
You're sideways, Lenka. You're
not
Yeah,
sideways.
for you,
you're
but
sideways,
you don't
Lenka.
have to go outside.
I'm so sorry.
Food.
That's okay. So, again, she had her moment. It validates, okay, the fact that she tried to ruin CJ's reputation. I feel bad for CJ because she's been dealing with all the haters, right? And the attacks, and that it's not easy. And I have to give her props for being strong and dealing with that, because that is not easy, especially when you're a young woman, right? And you're trying to do your job, because it's not her fault what happened. She's just stepping into a role that the other girl was not able to finish, you know?
Exactly.
So respect the fact that she's taken over, just like it happened, in 2004, 2015, when Dominican
15.
Republic
Mm-hmm.
was,
Yes.
exited
Anaya.
out.
Yes.
And Australia stepped in and she did her job. There was
Correct.
no issues with Australia. Nobody was freaking out. Nobody was hating on her. The Dominican fans or nothing. They respected the fact it happened, whatever happened, and we moved on. But this has gone out of control. Like, you fans need to get it together, find another hobby,
Take some
you know,
Xanax.
energies and something else a little more positive,
Get
because
laid.
you guys are really out of control. Really, really out
Also,
of
can I
control.
add something to what you just said? So,
Mhm.
obviously it's unfortunate due to circumstances that CJ, who had like what, 5 months, like less than 5 months,
5
like very
months, yeah.
short reign.
She was crowned on June 3rd.
June. So
July,
yeah,
August, September, October. So barely 4 months.
4 months. Yes,
Yeah.
it was a really
Yeah.
short reign, but I think it was really fruitful. She was able to go to the Americas,
Mhm.
travel a lot, and it was sleepless nights, and she never complained even once, right? Even though she
No.
had less than Rachel's reign. And one thing I would like to say to CJ, even though there are some fans who may disagree with me, I think that she is the new benchmark for Miss Grand International Queen. That regardless that she did not win the crown on the final night, she managed to become professional, handle it with poise, grace, and professionalism, and having a good work ethic, which is something I feel the upcoming Miss Grand International
Yes.
Queens need to take on board, is that it's not only about beauty and the glamour, you also need to be there to travel. Because if I'm not wrong, when she got the phone call, she had to travel the same night, the night that she got the phone call, to come to Thailand. So that says that, you know what, I'm ready to pack my bags and go and move, because not everyone can do that. A lot of girls will say, I cannot do it. I'm so sorry. I have work to do. They'll have other priorities to follow through. But she said, no, I'm ready to work. And she did that, what, 4.5 months, you said, Rafa? She did that, and she's going to do great things in the future. And she's going to
And
carry on the legacy. Yeah.
such a short time, of what an amazing job she did. Amazing
Yes.
job. Can you imagine if she had a full year? She is incredible. I absolutely adore her. I think everybody needs to apologize to her and give her credit, because she was exceptional queen to the last
Well,
moment.
now what ended up apologizing, remember? He apologized for not crowning CJ.
Teach,
Yeah.
exactly. Everyone else
But
likes CJ.
again,
I
he
have never
didn't
seen him. I
know.
have never seen him apologize to anyone, period.
Yeah.
This is like shocking to me. Like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Him apologizing? Wow.
And
But
last year,
again, he didn't
the
know.
only one who selected Rachel was actually, what? So he apologized because Madame Teresa, all the other like queens, all the MGI stuff selected CJ to be Miss Grand International. That's the reason he apologized,
Exactly.
because it was his mistake to select Rachel, because he went against other people's choices. And I think this
Right.
year it kind of worked,
Yeah,
right? Because now he
that was
chose
like a turning point.
both of
It's like a baseball bat hit his head. Wake up, now what? Wake up. You made a mistake. All right. Just admit to it.
But and
That is the reason
not
that is.
actually pick CJ. It was the rest of the team that wanted Rachel, so he let them decide. So that's why Navad said this year that he's gonna pick the winner to make sure.
Yeah, but that is the reason why there's a video, and I say Teresa because they were asking her a question. I have the video. I forgot to release it, but they're asking her like in essence, it's like if they follow her advice, and she said not all the time, and that's what she said. I wanted Philippines, but now what chose India.
Yep.
Teresa said that.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and that is the reason this time when Philippines competed and won, we said Philippines is the one to beat. I would not be mad. Somebody asked Teresa already, what do you think about the winner? Ask me that question in 6 months.
Right. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. We'll see
So,
about her behavior of changes in 6 months.
exactly. And that is and that is the thing that I always say, fans need to take a chill pill. You don't get a check from the organization. Fans are fans. Fans are not lack of objectiveness. At the end of the day, you are not there. You haven't lived, and I don't want to sound like we are the best, but let's be honest. We are being in this like for more than 1 or 2 decades. We know what it is to be behind the scene. We know what it is to work with girls. We know what it is to be directors or assistant directors. You know, you name it. So we know what is involved when it comes to the pageant business. It's not just a beautiful face. Yes, every pageant has their standards and their rules that every national director need to abide when it comes to choose a contender. Again, Rachel is like Alicia Machado. They know how to compete to win, but when it comes to work, that is a different ball game. So again,
Yeah, correct. And I told Rachel when we were preparing, I said, Rachel, Miss Grand International is the hardest crown. The queens have to work nonstop full year long. I told her when Isabella had her reign that Isabella sometimes would get a message at 1 o'clock in the morning that all of a sudden they have a new work, new event or something. She has to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning and be ready, you know, and she did. You know, I said you're gonna have events every day that you have to attend. You will have to be on time, professional, and so on. I said, you know, like you have to be ready for that. You need to work hard. And she's like, it's okay, I can work hard. Da, da, da. And then you saw it. She refused to go to events when they asked her to fly somewhere. She didn't want to go. She didn't want to do this and that. You know, she was not working. She was complaining. She was treating people bad. And also accusing the housekeeper to steal money. Come on. In Thailand, Thai people are working so hard to earn their money, and you're going to accuse someone like that of stealing money. That's just
she has no proof. She didn't have any
No,
proof.
You
Yeah.
didn't have any proof. Yeah. Yeah.
you know, but the page is over. She's now doing red carpets for her new Bollywood, whatever, her first Bollywood movie. I mean, France needs to just to pass the page, focus on find delegates from India that have a caliber to put the name of India back in a good standing within the MGI family. Because this is the thing, when one candidate from a country do wrong,
it affects the other ones.
And affect future contenders. How many years took for Venezuela to win Miss Universe again after the debacle with Alicia Machado, Miss Universe 1996?
But the same thing happened with Miss Grand when the whole thing with Dominican Republic. How long did it take for Dominican Republic to be able to be in the position it is now? It took them years for them to be in a position where they are now.
Yeah, because Joe Ahmed with his when Joe Ahmed was the director for 1 year, his girl made it to be to make to the top. And then now this year, they have a good contender making it to the top. That is the reason. I mean, this is a business, and sadly to say, as boss, as the king or the queen of this situation, they're gonna feel like if you didn't choose the correct girl, I'm scared that the next time you will do the same thing. So they're going to blame the the national directors and their team for not doing a good search and choose somebody that is not going to tarnish the brand. Because the event that happens last year, like it or not, business-wise, create a tarnish on MGI. And it's kind of funny that when this happened, Miss Universe was able to take advantage, and that's how Miss Universe started traveling more. It's kind of interesting. When this happened with MGI and the beautiful face of Rachel is not in the map, they went for the second most beautiful one. And Miss Universe started traveling like there was no tomorrow. And then CJ came into the picture and she tried to save whatever was left and revamp the image of Miss Grand, which she did. So don't blame CJ or any other person up that take their job as the winner just because the winner is not able to do their job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rachel is prettier and better than CJ.
Well, facial wise, she is prettier. Facial wise, she is prettier. We're not saying that she's not. But the fact is that doesn't come into play. The fact is that Rachel was not mature enough to continue her reign as Miss Grand International. She thought this was a freaking vacation, a free apartment, and she was going to be treated like, a queen, and she was going to get everything delivered and everything, No, honey, because when it's your day off, it's your day off. What are you going to do on your day off? You're going to mope around and be like, oh my God, they forgot about me. Oh, no. They have a life too, and they have other businesses as well. Exactly. So that's why now Watt said this year that he wanted somebody older. And that is the reason why. Because he needs to know that the person that is going to be holding the title is mature enough to be able to handle herself, not only with the crew, but when the crew cannot be with her for whatever reason.
It's interesting.
And that happened with Liz, because there was a lot of presentations and a lot of events that Liz went alone, didn't go with Teresa, and they were comfortable for leaving her to do it on her own because she was mature enough to do it. But imagine sending a Rachel to an event, and let's say Teresa can't go for whatever reason, she would be the first one bitching and moaning because, oh, they left me alone in the event. Do you need a babysitter 24 hours?
Yeah, seriously. A queen should be a person who is strong enough, mature enough to take care of herself, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But this is the times that we live in. If we compare the times in the 90s, in the 80s, and the upbringings of the generation.
All right. Can we move on? Can we just stop talking about Rachel? I mean, I've had it with Rachel, okay? I mean,
sorry.
We gave the platform to Lenka. Lenka told the truth about Rachel. Indian fans who still love and follow and support Rachel, that's your choice. Okay, you can insult CJ, whatever you want. Says this person, Rachel won the crown. Obviously, she was unbeatable. Not even CJ, third world country, can beat her. Like, what kind of a crap remark is that? Like, India is also
third world country.
Okay.
Third world
you're
country
in the same title of a third world country.
Hello, like about? Where did you come from, Bella, Madre Cacao, whatever you're saying? Anyway, move on.
System.
Rachel is history. Let's move on. Let's all celebrate the new queen. Now, top 10, what do we think of the Stop the Violence? Do we even care about the Stop the Violence statement spiel? I mean, do you guys want to talk about that? Like, there's nothing really interesting. I mean, it's the same memorized, canned response, recycled response every year. Nothing new, nothing original. Like, I think Miss Colombia really sucked big time because if you saw her speech, she was nervous, she was stuttering, and then she spoke with broken English. And then I really felt bad for her. I really felt bad for Colombia.
Do you think the girls
she
who
didn't
are not
deserve to be in
fluent
the top 10 period?
The girls who cannot speak English fluently, like for example, Colombia or the other countries, Mexico. Do you think they should have used their native language and maybe had a translator? Because obviously they're at a disadvantage, right?
Well, Nawat has always been very emphatic about that in order to advance to the top 5, top 10, you have to have good English communication skills. Right. So neither Colombia nor Mexico had that skill. So that's why they didn't advance to the top 10, to top 5, And also in the top 5, the youngest was Spain, the oldest was Venezuela, and Philippines at 30. So we're talking about like really mature women. That's good. 25 to 30,
Yeah,
which is great. All right, so the final Q&A of the top 5.
Before moving on to the Q&A, can I just take this moment to appreciate the beautiful dress of her? Like literally everyone was wearing silver or white gowns. Only Emma was wearing a radiant orange, like a vibrant phoenix inspiration dress. And you could see behind Rafa, it actually complements the Lady Torch, who also has like a phoenix background. I don't know if you noticed it. Right
Oh,
behind you, Rafa.
Mhm.
When she
that's
had the
right.
crowning, it
Yeah.
really looked great because everyone was kind of like blending into each other because they all had a similar color palette, except Philippines. So it's
A
like, okay,
shout
she's going to
out,
win.
a shout out to her designer, Filipino designer,
Renan
Rian
Fernandez.
Yeah,
Rian
Fernandez.
Fernandez, who also
Yes.
designed Arbany's Miss Universe gown, Miss
Yes.
Universe 2022 gown,
Mhm.
and other fabulous gowns. So
Very
shout out,
talented.
ooh, so everybody should be like consulting with Rian Hernandez, okay?
Yes.
If you
Work
want
with her.
But that
a fabulous gown, okay?
but that is the reason I always say I am tired of the beige, the silver, those boring colors. When when Katrina Gray won, she was the
Yes.
only different one with
Red.
the red,
Lava. Yes.
the lava dress, and in the preliminary she had like a type of orange too, and then she switched. Now
Yes.
we saw, and I mean this is gonna be fun because I'm gonna show my geeky side. But when I saw Philippines with the red dress and the preliminary competition, I am sorry, but I was thinking that I was seeing Fire Lord from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like she came here to burn everybody and be the winner. And then she comes in the final night with this fire orange. She did her homework. She did a great job. And
Mhm.
that is the reason why I always say, start changing colors. Be
Yes.
brave. There's other colors in the palette because this
Except
is
white.
what
Yeah.
happened. It's a white. What is a beautiful color? But other than that, it's like when you saw the top,
Yes.
even though Spain looks beautiful with her total look,
Mhm.
your eyes goes to the Philippines because hello, that orange dress was regal, and the feather capes. That I even saw that style in Victoria's Secret with one of the Hadid sisters with the pink cape
Yes.
and the underwear. Reminds me, I think was France? No, no, wasn't France. Was one of the girls Czech Republic maybe?
You mean the
That she
pink
used
one?
like a pantsuit. Yeah, she used like a
It was
pantsuit with
her.
the
Czech
feather cape.
Republic.
Good check.
Czech
Yeah.
Republic did that, and then I saw Victoria's Secret using the
Yes.
same cape
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
And then you see Philippines with the same style because looks amazing. So right there, you need to play your cards correctly. Sorry to bring this person back again. Rachel did with her style with the veil, and a lot of people want to copycat that part. Now this year, you see um, the new Miss Grand International with the new style and the new fashion was something different. You know, fashion involved. Don't be scared. Use colors because it's
Yep.
kind of boring seeing the same beige and silver. It's like there's no other colors in the rainbow to win.
Yeah, and like
So
the
take
moment like
note.
she came on the stage, she was covered up fully, so we couldn't really see her face. And like when she like took it up, it was such a dramatic moment. And like the
Oh
gay side of
yeah.
me
Do you
literally
remember? Do you
screamed.
remember the
It was
gown that she wore? Do you remember the gown that she wore when she was competing for Miss Grand Philippines?
yes, yes, it
It
was
was
the
the
Mhm.
yellow,
similar style,
the
but in
big
yellow.
bird with
Yes,
it's almost the same
yes.
thing. Yeah,
I was
got
like,
right there.
we
Mhm.
need that. This is Miss Grand International. You cannot play it safe with the gowns because yes, the other
Mm-mm.
girls, the runner-ups looks beautiful, but they kind of look the same because the color-wise, it's the same color. It's white, right? Like it's white or
Mhm.
silver. It didn't really stand out except Venezuela, but like that also kind of goes that gold is not that like vibrant, so it kind of also blends in with the silvers. But
It
Right.
was boring.
experiment more with
I
colors.
hate
Like
it.
So you know what? I actually like Ghana's gown. Something
Oh,
Mhm.
me
about
too.
it
it looks
that
like
was
it's
very
Rosavini's gown.
intricate. It was yeah, the beadings.
Yeah,
It was very. It looks very expensive, really. You
it
know,
is.
and the way she carried it, it's and those dangling feathers and stuff. I thought that was. I've never seen such gown before, so I thought I really liked it. So between
I mean,
it's
Rafa, it
Philippines and
looks like
Ghana.
Zosie's preliminary gown at Miss Universe. It looks exactly like that, except it doesn't
Yeah,
have the feather.
with the cape thing
Yes.
hanging. Yeah.
mhm.
But this
Yeah.
is the
But
So
thing. They
color, I love the color. I mean, not that many people go for that kind of a color,
kind of
and
like
I
black,
love
white, gray. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, it's
both
amazing.
dresses, both dresses that Ghana were used in the competition were beautiful. They
Yes.
play, and this is the way that I see it. They play with their strengths, not only the skin tone, but the story behind culturally speaking. Ghana used that as a strength, the same thing Zosie did. And
Yes.
fun fact, Mexico is the third time winning the best evening gown competition.
Mm-hmm.
That was based on the preliminaries, not on the finals, by the way.
No,
It
I
was,
know.
Somebody told me,
It's
yeah.
based on the yeah, because her dress at the preliminary competition was
Much,
beautiful.
it was
wow, it
much
was
better.
stunning.
And this,
Much
see, this
better
you
than the
you
final.
always wear your better gown during the preliminaries, not
Prelims.
during the
Okay.
finals.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
But a lot of girls do the opposite. So I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the final Q&A. The question was, scammers are an online threat, a form of warfare often tied to human trafficking that has global consequences. Countries such as South Korea and the USA have launched severe crackdowns. What penalties do you think could help dismantle these operations? So let's start with Miss Grand Ghana, Faith Maria Porter. What did she say? She said online.
Rafa,
Go
like,
ahead.
after I heard her answer, I was like, no, you're slipping out. Like I had her as my number one. After I
Yeah.
heard her answer, she's like, she's not winning. She did
Yeah,
not
she
answer the
didn't
question.
she didn't really specify a penalty or a punishment.
She
That was the
didn't mention a
question.
penalty.
Yeah, she
Because the
just
question was
said,
the last sentence, right? Like what
yeah,
penalty would you do these scammers, the
education.
organization?
She
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
we need education. It is important to use
She brought
technology
education.
as a force for good instead of hate. That's it, through education. So I thought it was kind of like a weak answer. And then followed by Miss Grand Venezuela. What did she say? Oh, she said, the penalty for me will be that I have to return every money they take from others because if we work, we deserve to live the way we live, which is kind of like, eh.
How realistic is
Redundant.
that?
Yeah,
Come on,
that's
let's be
not very
honest. It
realistic,
doesn't work.
really.
Yeah.
How are we going to return all the money that was stolen and stuff?
Mhm.
I like
Mm-hmm.
I like Thailand's. I thought their money should be
Oh,
their money. Okay, everyone loves their own life and loves their country. Scammers should be received the severest punishment, namely
Can I
death. I'm all
can
for
I give
death
a
penalty. You
can I
got
give a bit of
motherfucker. You're gonna
context?
die for scamming me. Okay, you're gonna die.
Can
You deserve death.
I would like to defend.
Bravo! Woohoo! Good
I want
answer,
to defend
Thailand.
Gotchavel's answer a little bit
Stop
because
the
I
war
think
on violence. Not.
yeah,
not.
you know, like what's happening at the moment, right? Like the border like tension. I think Lenka knows what's happening in Thailand and Cambodia. They're having a lot of like civil war and things like that. So I think it was kind of directed towards Cambodia, who is at the moment being like a hub for scamming, especially online call centers, and they're recruiting a lot of people from like Thailand, Myanmar, a lot of Asian countries, including South Korea. So there is a huge investigation going around that. So it's when she said like US scammers, she was pointing it towards the Cambodian scamming call centers. So I understood that, but I think she went a bit too much when she said they deserve death penalty. I think she should not have said that part. Except that I agree with the rest of what she said. Yeah.
That's too funny. And this is a Spain's answer, again, kind of weak. She basically said, as your next Miss Grand International, I will put more hard work to avoid these problems, providing mental health support and programs. Like it's kind of like very weak, very horrible
It was
answer.
Mhm.
it wasn't even about the question.
She didn't even answer the question, period. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it was not a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then of
The
course,
last one.
last one was
Yeah.
Philippines. She said, as someone who reports this kind of stories, I really want to use the power of balance, ask people to be educated, blah, 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 help the government to enhance their justice and for the scammers to be behind bars, to be
Behind, but that's the
accountable.
answer.
Boom.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the answer right there. They
Mhm.
need to be behind bars, arrested, etc. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Period.
I
That's
like that
But
every answer she gave in the speech, she started by saying her profession, right? She's a professional journalist, so she has been to a lot of countries, and she's there to spread news, accurate information, instead of like fake news. So I like that every answer she gave was about her, like what she can do as the next Miss Grand International, and I think that's how she won. Because other four girls, even though it was like some of them were okay, it kind of felt like it's kind of generic. Like, okay,
Yeah.
that's something I've heard previously at a different beauty pageant, but what can you bring to the table? What is your perspective? And I think only Philippines was able to enhance that or bring that something, her own flavor as being a journalist and what she can do. And of course, the last part was giving the penalty, which is they should be locked behind
Exactly.
bars.
Yeah.
And
It
I
was
would just
perfect. Yeah.
and I would just like to say, she got my heart when she paid a tribute to Mariam Abu Daga. For
The
I have
journalist.
I was crying when she said that. Thank you so much for that, Emma. That was a beautiful moment, and I just wanted to say that because that was beautiful and it got my heart. So thank you so much, Emma, for that.
But
Yeah.
this is the thing. It's like I tell when I coach, I tell candidates, you cannot go simple. This is not the 90s. You need to be honest, use keywords, and use your strength with those keywords at all time. If you remember winners, they always have a key factor, a repetitive factor that they're playing with their strength. Like I would have loved to see Guatemala and Philippines as a final two because both of them are journalists.
That's right. Exactly. I forgot about that.
So I think
Guatemala.
both of them, and Guatemala did an amazing job, but she, sadly to say, she failed on what I said before at the beginning with India. When you have a petite frame, you need to be careful what type of dress do you use because can eat you alive. And I feel that the dress that Guatemala used in the final nine didn't play on her favor. That she spoke beautifully English, that as a journalist, she expressed herself beautifully. That was amazing. But when you see the total look, like I said, when you see the total look, especially in the final, in the top five, for me, total look wise was Thailand and Spain. But if we were looking about the answer, was Thailand, sorry, not Thailand, Philippines and Spain. And then for the answer, I have Thailand and Philippines because they were the only two that answered the freaking question. The other ones rambling, they went straight to the point.
They're going around. Yeah. In circles.
This is what we need to see. And you ask me for penalties. This is what they need. Even though you mentioned Cambodia, in United States, there's a lot of please don't kill me, but it's the truth. There's a lot of people from India that they use in call centers to scammers too. Because there's
telemarketing,
marketing,
they're
and they are
mostly
from
from India.
India. And so that's another thing. Like when this question was very interesting, where to attack or what. I mean, I haven't heard that particular question in pageantry per se. So this
I
was a
think it's
question
because
to literally
yeah.
to bring realness about these girls are humans and they have an opinion.
Yes.
So
And one thing I've
Thailand and
noticed
Philippines did.
especially if it's a Thailand-based pageant, even this happens in Miss Universe Thailand, they like to give a long paragraph for the final question, right? So girls are always listening to the first two sentences, but that is just a context. It is not the actual question. The question is always the last sentence. So that's why I feel maybe Ghana, who was the first one, she just listened to the first part of the question, and that's what she got. That's why she missed the point of the question, because the question was right in the end, right? It says, what should be the penalty towards the companies and the scammers? So maybe that's the reason a lot of the girls got a bit confused. And one thing I would like to see from the next edition is all the 4 finalists to have a headset, because it's kind of ruining the point
I
for
know.
all
I
the girls to
agree.
listen to the answers. Yeah.
I
So
agree. So I get, actually somebody commented, well, Philippines got much time to process and plan her answer since she went last. Plus, she had to listen to everyone's answers so she couldn't repeat any other answer. Not fair. Actually, I saw an interview of her. She was asked that question, and she said that she really wished she was the first one to be called because she would have given everything and that she wouldn't have to repeat what others have said. That's what she said. But the fact that she was the last person to say, I mean, to be called, I mean, it was just destiny. I guess it was her fate to be called the last. But yeah, I really agree with George. I think everybody they should have like put a headset.
Correct.
Have they ever
Correct.
used
Yeah.
headsets in the past? I don't think so.
No, but this
Never.
is but this is the thing. I
Or bring
don't
back the
find that.
isolation booth for Pete's sake, like Miss
Yeah,
Universe used to have.
I don't find that as a disadvantage because it's like anything else. You can try to copycat whoever was before you, but it's all about how you talk and how you express yourself. Because it's like in the preliminary, they have this new step. One did it, or the one after her wanted to do it too and was wrong. You do not improvise. I don't feel that is a disadvantage about being the last one to after listening other people because they're gonna see if that person is just trying to copycat the other ones, or if they have their own voice. No answer is original. It's all about how quick are
It's how
you?
you
Because
deliver
even if
it.
you
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
even if you try to copycat some of the prior contestants' answers, it's all about how you deliver it. That's how they're gonna know, are you talking from their heart or you try to copycat somebody? Because 10 out of 10, when you try to copycat, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
that I don't like that they can hear, but at the same time, it's a good way to see, like, okay, you're the last one to talk. You have the advantage to hear the other ones. How you can win over them. Because
Yeah,
if
I
you are
think it's
the first one,
more
you set the
challenge.
bar.
Right? Yeah, I think it's
Exactly.
even more challenge because now that you listen to the girls what they have to say, you have to, in a way, find a different answer because if you say quite similar, it sounds like you copied them. So thankfully, she did not have that
Exactly.
issue because she spoke from her heart and she talked about her own story being a journalist and like we just kind of mentioned that she will do what she can as Miss Grand International and the punishment that should be given to the scammers. So I thought she nailed it, and
I
that's the
thought so
point.
too.
Exactly.
Everyone knew she won. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody suggested me the girls were given the question in advance.
No,
No.
no, that never.
I
No,
think
that
that's
never
unfair.
happens.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's stick to this.
But,
Just put the headphones. Yeah.
but let me just say one thing. If you follow MGI every year and the questions, you can pretty much deduct the possibilities of what they're gonna ask about. At 2022 with Mariana, I guessed the question the night before and we prepared the answer because if you really watch and if you really prepare, you know the possibilities of what is going to be asked and you can really prepare beforehand, but they are never told before that what is the final question. Never ever. I swear to God, I've been there, I know it. I
Yeah.
just kind of wish maybe the girls were thinking about the possibility of saying that not only the prison punishment, but to use the scammers in order to gain the information how they are scamming the people. So the police should use them to help them to catch more scammers and to help them to educate the people about how they are being scammed so they can help the people, to not get scam again. So not only prison, but help the society back, give back to the society in a way of education and in a way of helping to catch more scammers in the future. That
Here's
was
a
one
here's a
thing.
here's a question to the panelists. Do you think MGI is a scam pageant?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's
It's
If
not.
they
not.
were scammed, Rafa, they will not have 10 years of legacy, let's be honest. It would be like some, Miss something international that only had like a year or two and it's dismantled, it's gone after like the second year. So no.
All right,
No.
somebody wants to know whatever happened to Miss Grand Cuba. This is the third year in a row that Cuba has not placed, I believe.
I haven't placed in a while.
Come on, former Miss Cuba director, Miss Grand Cuba director Noemi Melendez. Input, please. Why do you think Cuba failed again to place this year? As you know, Cuba won Miss Grand International 2014 under Noemi's direction. And why, oh, why hasn't Cuba placed in the last 3 years? What is the new director doing wrong?
I don't think it's a matter of I think it's a combination. I think that we have to look at Miss Grand, how it has evolved, and now it's a different game. Okay. So we need to go by what is going on now, not when it was the pageant in 2014 or, in the past. We have to look at what is relevant now. And what is relevant now? Money,
Of course.
votes. Okay. This is a pageant that the main objective is to make money.
Correct.
Okay. That is the main objective. Unfortunately, countries like Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, smaller countries does not have okay, let's be real, does not have the backing or the fan base to push a delegate to a level where they are banking on votes. Okay.
Mhm.
Why? Because the Latin community does not invest in their own delegates.
They're too they're too cheap.
They don't invest. They like to criticize, they like to talk, they like to give their advice, what we should do. The director didn't do this, the director didn't do that, the girl didn't do this, the girl didn't do that. Okay, so you're running your mouth, but I don't see you voting. I don't see you investing money on buying votes. I don't see you. You're not moving. You're not moving the needle.
Yeah.
So if you're not moving the needle, the girl is not going to place. The game
Correct.
has changed.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's not about a beauty pageant anymore. It's about who sells, who is making the money, who is bringing fans, who is bringing votes, who is, you know, and that is what, this is why Cuba will not place.
Mm-hmm.
It does not mean that she is not good enough. She did her job. She did her job.
Correct.
Okay. I'm not mad about it. She did her job. But the problem is the fan base.
Right.
We do
You
not
know,
have enough.
I would, you know, somebody's, well, it's weird because like look at Guatemala. Guatemala is not as big as Cuba population wise. Like Cubans are
But
Yeah, but
everywhere
in
all over the
South
world.
America, there
You got
is
the
a
support.
culture of
But they have a
pageantry.
support. Like, look at every
It's the
page. They have tons of
support.
comments from like Guatemalan flag everywhere. So clearly the
That's
people
true.
like her.
But
Yeah.
the thing is like,
Maybe they're
and
bots
again,
though.
I mean,
I don't
and this
No.
is the thing. This is the thing. The girl did what she was able to do. Um, but let's be objective and let's listen. If you don't listen to Nawat, you don't make it. Nawat said what he was looking for.
Mhm.
And Nawat told her in several occasions, you are too young. So if I'm the director, the big man is telling my girl, you look too young, I need to change the game too. I need to make you look more mature because Guatemala is a small frame like her. But that face and the ways that she behaved, gorgeous. So we have Cuba that looks like she's 18, 17.
19.
She,
Yeah.
No, she's
that she
20.
look,
Oh, Miss
she's
Granky.
20.
Oh, yeah, she turned 20, by the way. Yeah, that's right.
She turned 20.
Yeah, but she had this face of 17, 18. Her body doesn't say Miss. So how you gonna throw her with the evening gown that even though it's beautiful, is a gown from somebody that is tall, very Amazonian. You ate her alive with that dress in that preliminary. She is since it's very few times, but since Sophia, she is the next Cuban that in the opening, cameras are focused on her. Sophia shined in the opening. They were filming her. And now this time, Cuba was in one of in several shots in the opening. So she did her job. She had a personality. But this is when it comes to being a director is not about to choose the beautiful one or the fierce ones. And that is the problem with the people that doesn't have pageant culture. They think that a good candidate is the fierce one, the beautiful one that have a wardrobe of hours.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore. You need to have everything. And now what didn't say something that that wasn't there. I don't want a younger contestant. I'm telling you, you're too young. This is what I'm looking for. You are not listening. This is what you got. You don't choose a contender because she was the most beautiful one on a national level. You need to choose a contender that has the numbers,
Yes.
that when she is besides other girls, she can compete.
Yes.
This
So
this is not Miss Teen Grand International. This is
in
Miss Grand International.
Just start buying Instagram followers. You know what I
in
mean? I mean,
short, what Nawat is
if it's
looking
gonna
for,
help you boost your chances of winning Miss Grand, buy as
yeah.
many Instagram followers as you possibly can. That's it.
So
Simple as
in short, what he's looking for in the Miss Grand International is not a girl. He's looking for a woman, someone who has life
Exactly.
experience, who has professional background, like what we just talked about. Emma, she has been working as
sophisticated,
journalist for like 10
mature.
years or so. So yeah, someone who has that, what she can bring to the table, and of course, the popularity is also a big part of it to expand that business venture towards a new demographic, to new audience, but also what you can bring to the table. So if you're already an influencer, you're a pageant veteran like Emma, and I think there were almost all of them except Gotchabel in the top 5 who has done a beauty pageant previously. So someone who has experience competing on the stage, who's not afraid to just give her best in the
It's
preliminary
interesting too because I think
Yeah.
Emma has the least number of followers, though.
Yeah.
She has the least
Yeah.
number of followers,
out of
and
the top
now
5,
her
right?
following is growing after she won. Yeah.
Yeah. So in short, just on Senegal, who's just 18, 19, because I was looking at the Wikipedia, there's so many contestants who just turned 18, 20, I think the average age is like 24, which I think is quite young for a Miss Grand. I think you have to be a bit more, maybe like in the late 20s or even 30, because I think 34 is the oldest, right? New Zealand's 34. So someone in the 30s is even perfect. For Miss Grand International. So please, national director, stop sending teenagers, because we saw what happened last year with Myanmar. We saw what happened after she did not win, and I do not want to see any more tantrum thrown by a teenager. This is a 18 plus beauty pageant. Stop sending like 17, 18-year-old to Miss Grand International. Thank you.
And this is Miss Grand. They're looking for somebody that can take the heat. This is not Miss
Exactly.
Universe.
Yep.
In Miss Universe, you can be 19, 18, and win. Go for it. You have a
45.
chaperone with you all the time. In Miss Grand, they don't gonna have they don't pay for a chaperone to travel with you. So you need to be a woman enough, mature enough to take this job, to understand the business.
Yeah. I have to
So
be
at
able to
the end of the
travel alone,
day,
like Peru, Luciana, she traveled alone most of the
she
time.
traveled alone.
Yeah.
She didn't travel with a chaperone when I saw her when we were together in Fashion Week, or when we were together in Miss Grand USA, when she was the current Miss Grand at that time. Teresa didn't travel with her. She traveled by herself. Period. So in this pageant, teenagers has no business. Plain and simple. You need to be mature to handle the job.
Yeah, it's not worth you crowning a girl because she is well off, because she's well off or her family is well off financially, that could cover these expenses, because again, competing in a pageant, it costs money. You know, it's an investment. It's not for somebody that doesn't have a budget. So it's not even worth crowning a girl because their family is well off and really good financially, that could support the girl with designer clothes.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because maybe Cuba has a chance of placing in Miss Universe this year.
She'll place. She will place.
You think because of what? Her wealth, her family background,
Well,
rich,
obviously, it's, you know,
Come
again,
on.
I don't
and
see
all that
her,
and that cosmetic surgery.
but
that
I
she
didn't
just
say,
had.
I'm not saying top 5. I'm saying that she will place,
Top 40.
you know, on the, what is it, the top 30, and then
Top 30,
from top
maybe
30,
top
top
30.
10, something like that. Yeah, she will place. She will place because of the connections that she has, because of the relationship that her family has with the organization's owner, with Raul. It's obvious. Let us not, like, come on, let's be real. But again, Miss Grand International is a different ball game. You have to come with a big base following. You have to understand that if you are not going to be able to bring in the numbers as obviously like a country like in Asia that brings in votes and numbers and stuff like that, then you need to look at other areas where you could excel as a delegate to be able to place. to get that
Exactly.
position in
Yeah,
that top.
like Belgium, 18-year-old. How the hell did she place? I'm wondering. You know,
You
But that is a
know,
different
Belgium place.
that
Laos, how did
but
she place?
but
Martinique.
Laos did a good
These
job.
girls don't have big numbers.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's a difference. There's a difference. How you again, how you behave in the concentration. This is not about the most we are not looking for Miss Sheer Leader. We are looking for somebody that can show maturity.
Yes.
And that is the part that some people are not understanding, and the lack of knowledge. That is the reason why when you see, oh, like I see already post, uh, Cuba will go back on with vengeance to Thailand through Miss Universe. She might have the connections, but Nawat is putting his foot very deep in the Miss Universe organization. And I've
Correct.
been saying this already. Somebody's gonna be replaced, and
Mm-hmm.
he can end up being the new owner of Miss Universe or have power and move her out. Because at the end of the day, the current Miss Universe Cuba have no weight or even hopes to be the next Miss Universe.
You know, I don't think Cuba's gonna win Miss Universe. I don't think so.
No,
I
she's
doubt,
not
Of
gonna
course
win.
not.
I doubt very much.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. She's not gonna win. She will
Doubt
place,
very
but she's not
much.
gonna win.
Yeah.
I mean,
Moving
there's a lot of
on.
competition, period.
Yeah.
Moving on. Look who's watching. Our good friend Brian Javier. Hi, Brian. He says, "Oh,
Oh,
for once, I agree with Noemi." What do you mean
who
for
said that?
once? You've always disagreed with each other?
I don't know.
Oh, this is about the Latino thing. The how Latinos are not supportive of their contestants because they don't invest. That's what
Mm-hmm.
she said, Noemi.
Yeah,
I think he
that
agrees
is
to
true.
that.
It's because they're
Yeah.
cheap.
Yep. It's all about how again, you need to study if you're going to compete in this pageant, if you're a national director and if you're willing to send a delegate to a specific pageant, make sure to do your research thoroughly. You need to study the pageant, what it takes, ask around, ask people who have competed in the pageant, ask directors who have sent delegates to
Yes.
the pageant. Why are you interested in sending a girl to this pageant and so forth?
And the best way to like learn about Miss International, I think the Miss Czech Republic did a really great job, especially the organization, is sending the delegate to Thailand to train, whether it's 2 weeks, a month, just to prepare to get to know the host country. Obviously, next day will be in India, but just to know if she wins, she'll be staying in Thailand for a year, just to get to know the organization a little bit more, go to the MJ office, just have a look around, because the more you know the organization, it allows you to be more comfortable when you come and join the competition. So I think that
That's
is
true.
much better than just, like talking and asking questions. You physically being there for a couple of weeks. I think that helps.
That's what the Miss Universe contestants are doing this year.
Yes.
Like Czech, Slovak Republic are in Thailand right now, getting accustomed to the Thai culture and the environment and the organization. They did that with Mexico too. They went to Mexico to visit Raul and whatnot. Yeah, if you can afford
Correct.
it, there's money to invest, go ahead and fly to these
If
countries.
you want to win, you need to invest. That is just the
You need to make
nature of
yourself
any
known.
pageant.
You need to make yourself
Correct.
known.
You need to
Get to know the
invest.
executives of the organization, offer them gifts or whatnot, sleep with them if you have to and stuff. Yeah.
Oh God. But
Of
but
course.
that is the thing. We are no longer, especially for Latin countries, they can especially if you don't know the pageant system, you need to open the eyes. The formula that you have in the past or the formula that you have for one pageant doesn't work for another pageant, especially from Miss Grand International. If you don't invest, your lucky stars are not going to be aligned. Like look Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, I mean, I said it. She will be lucky to be top 20. She arrived and she I think this year Puerto Rico was, sadly to say, the least more in, I don't want to say the worst, but I need to say it. She is the worst Miss Grand Puerto Rico ever in history. You cannot tell me that you cannot speak English. you arrive to Thailand, like you just wake up, the formula is not working. Now, what already said what he's looking, and if the national directors are not willing to invest, then pass the license to somebody else. They want somebody with money, plain and simple.
Right.
And Czech Republic, we're a small country, right? And still, there are two different organizations for Grant and for Universe. But both of them, like Miss Grant, Tatiana, she knows. She sends the girl to Thailand. Why? Because we know if the girls come here, not only they learn about the organization, but they are working on gaining the Thai fans to show the respect to the culture, to the fans, Marketa was here at least 10 times. She shot with Monglong Studio, which is famous for the pageant photo shoots, right? At least 10 times she shot with them. He was the #1 photographer at MGI, the photographer from Monglong. She worked with them. She made a great impression. She was working with GL Galat, which is the main sponsor designer of MGI, right? So she invested in it, time, energy, and effort. Tatiana did a great job. And we're a small country, but they put so much into it. So of course she was in top. The Miss Universe Czech and Slovakia are doing the same right now. Sam Dolce is the first-time national director, but he is putting so much effort and energy into it. He brought both of the girls, Czech Republic and Slovakia, which are both amazing, amazing beauty queens. They both have a good heart. They work hard. They've been here. They've been getting a lot of attention. They gave it their all. I mean, you can be a small country and not have that much money, but you can still make an impact if you put your heart and energy into it.
Exactly.
And this is
That's
what they are
true.
doing. This is what other countries have to do too. You want to win, you have to go and you have to work with the local host country and with the country of the organizer.
Well, yeah,
Plain and simple.
win their hearts and mind, period,
Yeah.
All right. So what else are we talking about? I think, okay, so we're happy with the results. Fourth runner-up is Venezuela. Third runner-up is Ghana, although I was really expecting for Ghana to place higher. Maybe,
Yeah.
like at least
Yeah.
second
I
runner-up.
was
second
expecting top
runner-up.
3 minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then anyway, third runner-up was Ghana. Second runner-up was who was second?
Spain.
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 Durr. And then you have the last two girls stand in the Philippines, roommates, Rooney. And then nobody was shocked that Philippines would win. So everybody thought, she was the best. And that's it. That's the end. We have a new queen.
Yeah.
Woo, Emma.
Yes.
Yay, Tiglao.
Very happy
She
for
did
her.
Very
well.
happy.
Well deserved.
Definitely.
Well deserved.
Yes.
I have to say, we all work in pageantry and we all know that many times, we work with people who, not treat us very well. And sometimes I'm questioning, why am I still doing this? But when I see a girl that wins, like Philippines, who is amazing, beautiful, works hard, has a good heart, put everything into it. When I see a woman like her to get the main crown, that's when I remember why I am in pageantry in the first place. I am here because I want to support girls with a good heart who are gonna do good work and help others, with her crown. So seeing that's a reminder why I do it. I'm so happy she won. She deserved it. I was with the Filipino fans. They were crying happy tears. It was so beautiful to see that. I gave them a hug. This was a beautiful moment. I am so grateful I could be there and see that in person. And mahal kita Philippines, mahal kita Emma.
Yay.
And top 2, you guys gonna realize, a lot of people are, Thailand didn't deserve. Guys, they were best friends. They were roommates. They made
Exactly.
amazing content together. Them two being the top 2, Navat is gonna keep them both. I can predict that he's gonna make their own TV show. They're gonna be bigger than Charlotte and Nengfa. It's gonna be so much fun to see their own TV show and what they're gonna do together. So, this is the
And
reason that.
I want to
I mean,
add on,
she's good.
especially the Emma part, because we know she's a journalist, right? She's a TV presenter, and I think Nawaz said it during his live stream that the Miss Grand International will be working heavily with Miss Universe organization this year. So she'll be staying for a while, and she'll be doing like interviews with the contestants and being a huge part of the Miss Universe organization. So it makes sense for him to select someone who has strong, commanding communication skills. So I think it makes sense to have her as the new Miss Grand International.
Yeah, gonna do amazing job.
You need to be a great communicator, and she's gonna do. I think she's gonna be a great Miss Grand.
Yes.
I said it in the last live that I thought that the crown was between her and Ghana, between her and Ghana. I said that, and I even said that I would not be mad if Philippines wins because she deserved it. And I also said that Nawak said it, that Philippines could win again. Said and done. You listen to Nawak, you know what you want, that's what you make it happen. This is a different ball game, plain and simple.
Yeah,
And
and
it's gonna be very
in the end, I
hard
just want to say that
find
this
another
this
Filipino
is a
girl.
historical back-to-back. I know there are some people who are disagreeing with me and the other pageant
Yeah,
pages,
let's
but
talk about
this
that.
is
Is
the
it back-to-back
this is the
victory or what?
first ever in the golden pageant of MGI, first ever back-to-back from CJ from the Philippines to Emma from the Philippines. So let's get that correct. Okay, that's a fact. Yeah. So I don't care if you agree or
Of
disagree
course,
with us,
some
but that
people.
is,
Well, yeah, some people may
yeah,
disagree, like the Indians, of course. Yeah, no, it's not.
I mean that's the truth.
We
Yeah.
know who won that night. It was Rachel Gupta, okay, not CJ. All right, so it can't be back to back. But you know what? Who has the power to change the rules? Papa Nawat.
Yeah.
If he has the
Who has
power
the
to,
crown?
if he has the
Mm.
power to cancel, delete, whatever, like Rachel in this case, then he can do that whenever. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. So
Correct.
Rachel Gupta's name has been totally erased on the history book of Miss Grand International.
Correct.
Yeah, we have a new
Yeah,
queen. Supporter.
and people need to stop back to back, whatever. Yes, by technicality, we're going to talk about back to back. It's not a back to back because the original winner was in Philippines. But who ended up helping MGI and giving back the respect and the glory after the situation that they faced was the Philippines. So in this case, if we're going to talk about a back to back, Philippines was the one that saved the show, and now they have another Filipino. So it's a backup. It's going to be a back-to-back of success. We have an amazing girl, CJ, that is a performer, and then we have a communicator that's going to move that brand. So yeah, that there's a back-to-back of Filipino talent, and with that, I will agree.
Yep.
Agree. What do we? Oh, I forgot about Peru. Poor Miss Peru.
Oh, she injured
I
herself,
thought when
right?
she broke her knee, I thought, up automatic top 20. Sympathy vote.
I have, you know what? I have her on one of my
Poor girl.
favorites
Did
because
anybody have Peru on their list?
I have Peru.
Yeah, Peru.
Yeah, I had
have
Peru.
There
I
were like,
have
I think
Peru.
besides Peru, there were two other girls who had injury, foot in, I think Egypt,
South Africa. She
South
has
Africa,
having a bandage on her leg, and I forgot the other one. Was it Egypt? No, it was Egypt. In the gown I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, she had a
It was
cast on her
In the
knee.
evening gown, she has
So
something
three.
on, but not in swimsuit.
What's with these
Yeah.
leg injuries that these girls are, have suffered? Ah,
I have no idea.
horrible, terrible. Ah.
Alrighty.
Oh well, accidents happen. Too bad.
Mhm.
Like, remember what happened in Cosmo, Miss Cosmo last year in Vietnam? Atisa Manalo in a wheelchair. Hello.
I mean, there were no injuries, but 2022, everyone was sick after they flew from Bali to Jakarta.
Oh
Half of
God.
the world seriously
Yeah,
ill,
they spread the virus, whatever.
yeah, and then I
Nobody's
remember
wearing a
a lot
mask.
of girls were brought by ambulance to the hospital. They gave them an injection, and then they came back and they still performed too. I was there. I was sitting there at the rehearsals, and there were girls like hospital, and 1 hour later, just sitting there with a blanket, watching, the training, and then still performing. So it's happened, yeah.
Woo, woo, woo. Okay, Brian wanted to know, did y'all talk about the activities this year? There weren't a lot of activities this year compared to last year. I think they were watching their budget, I think.
Well, I remember that this was a last minute thing. And once, you know, once he got Thailand Universe,
He was focusing
everything
more. He was
changed.
focusing
Yeah, his
more
budget
energy on his
went, yeah.
universe. Yeah.
Focusing on Miss Universe, yeah, because he's part of
Yeah.
hosting the competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
his budget had to go more towards the hosting of Miss Universe.
Mhm.
Right.
But regardless, I mean, it was a great show. They did good.
Mhm.
And until next year.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, at least finally, Filipinos don't hate me, but finally now some Filipino fans will stop calling MGI a cooking show since they have a back-to-back.
Correct.
Did you see Pawi posted on his page saying, is Miss Grand International finally a big pageant? Did you see? I think he posted right after
Oh
the crowning.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
funny. The poll.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What did he say? Yeah, can we add Miss Grand International to the big
Big
5 or
six,
6
was it?
pageants?
Big
Yeah.
five or big six? Yeah.
I was
mean, I
gonna,
thought
I
it
was
was
gonna
already
say
part of it.
I was gonna say no, keep it big 5, just replace Miss Earth with Miss Grand. Period. Because nobody cares
That's
about
what they, well, that's what Grant,
That's
was
what
it
they
Global
did.
Beauties did.
Nobody
Global
cares about Miss
Beauties.
Earth, really.
Yeah,
I
I'm
really
going
Like many years ago.
I stopped caring about Miss Earth. Sorry.
Yeah, nobody
I-
cares about Miss Earth.
Yeah. So
They never
I
listen to
think
my
I mean,
advice, so yeah.
we have a Grand Slam contest, you know. So
we'll see how Cosmo. I think the next one to be added if the Grand Slam will be Miss Cosmos. I think they have a lot to offer. So hopefully after this second edition, they will be a force to recognize. And honestly, I think we're seeing pageants with a different agenda, and that's what made them stand out. Um, and that's it. Let's just support our girls with respect. Let's be more objective fans. Don't insult people, please. And stop with the hate. Pass the
Yeah.
page.
Use that hatred, use that energy to support your beauty queen, because we still have Miss Universe left, which is happening in like a few weeks from now. So use
And
that
we're gonna have
properly.
we're gonna have a group chat about that, of course, to
Yes.
their early favorites. Contestera Pageantry. Hi, Contestera. Thanks for the live stream. Rafa, Lanka, Noemi, Wilfredo, and George. Contestera Pageantry is an amazing pageant channel on YouTube. Please follow them as well. They've been very amazing. I've collaborated with them like a few times. They're awesome. By the way, there's a new pageant. It's called Miss Astro International. Have you heard about that?
Jesus. No,
It's an
Galaxy,
it's an online pageant.
Cosmo,
It's an online pageant.
Planet.
Miss Astro.
Okay. I'm
Miss
coming with the new
Planet.
pageant. I'm coming with the new pageant.
Okay. About Miss Planet International, you know the current title holder from United Arab Emirates from UAE, and she calls herself a doctor, Dr. Mara Mufti or something like that. She's a very strange woman. She still thinks that she's the Miss Universe UAE 2025. She's very bizarre. She is very, very strange. And she's been harassing the national director of Miss Universe UAE, Papi Capella. Okay, she still thinks she's the original Miss Universe UAE. Very bizarre. Yeah, check out her page. And I told Poppy, you need to send a cease and desist letter to this woman who thinks she's Miss Universe UAE. Okay.
Rafa, since you're talking about Poppy, I think you saw what I sent you this morning. Have you discussed about it yet? Miss Universe Serbia? Because she has appointed a Mongolian girl who was Miss Grand Mongolia 2022 during Victoria's year. She is the new Miss Universe Serbia. And the last year girl is not going to Miss Universe. The one who was crowned Miss Universe Serbia.
So according to this Serbian woman's claim, Poppy had offered her to be Serbia's representative to Miss Universe, correct?
Yes.
And then Poppy backed down. Okay,
and then she gave it,
and then she gave it to a girl who is not even Serbian, but who's actually was former Miss Grand Mongolia 2022, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
That is so strange.
Do you remember the case from 2 years ago? Miss Universe Armenia was actually a Russian girl. She was crowned in Moscow.
In Moscow,
has nothing to do, has no connections with Armenia. But what happened was that she was removed from her position and they ended up choosing a real Armenian representative from Armenia.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I don't know why Miss Universe does this all the time. They just keep
It happens
they
so
just
often.
yeah, they just like assign random national directors who do not have anything to do at all with the countries that they, you know, direct or something. And of course, you know, Josh Hugan now has Miss Universe Denmark and Miss Universe Sweden, besides
Mhm.
Pakistan and Egypt. So he now has 4
Mhm.
countries. Poppy has 4 as well.
That is a lot. Yeah.
UAE, Cyprus, Cape Verde, and the 4th one. Cape Verde is debuting this year in Miss Universe. Did you know that? Go to
Wait,
Miss
Poppy
Yu
had
Updates
that
Instagram.
that's a trip?
Yeah, go to Miss Yu Updates Instagram page. They had all the information. Cape Verde is debuting this year in Miss Universe with Poppy Capella as the director. And of
Mhm.
course, Miss Universe Mayotte. Mayotte. Hello. Another French overseas territory besides Réunion, Guadeloupe, and Martinique. Then you have Mayotte.
I mean, I just feel that this Miss Universe is getting out of hand. Like,
Well, money. It's all about the money.
I know, but
the more
it's like,
countries
let
they
me be
have, the
a
more money you
director of
have.
countries that nobody know where are they, or they have no pageant culture. Let's just be a director.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what? Yeah, it's like what else is missing? Oh, which country has not sent a delegate? You know what? There are other like Bermuda. Bermuda
Bermuda,
has
yeah.
not competed in Miss Universe
Grenada.
in a long time.
Yeah. Sony.
Antigua and Barbuda.
So many like
What else?
islands they haven't sent.
Mhm.
Saint Kitts, Saint
Yeah.
Neville. You know, all those little
Guadeloupe?
tiny
What about Guadeloupe?
Guadeloupe competed last year.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
there was
Yeah,
one there.
I interviewed her. Yeah, Miss Guadeloupe. What other countries? What about
I
well, you
would love to
know,
see Miss Universe Papua New Guinea. I think her national costume would be incredible.
Papua New Guinea needs to come back.
Yeah, they
Or
haven't joined in
about
so long.
Palau, or about East Timor, Miss Universe East
Yeah, like you know,
Timor,
those islands we barely get representation. They should join if they are going to have like expand the
Miss
countries.
Universe Timor Leste.
That'd be
Wait,
fun.
there's
Okay.
no South Africa this year, eh?
What?
There's no South Africa this year, right? Correct?
No,
No,
no South
Oh,
Africa.
yeah.
Miss SA has no. They're not part of it.
What's happening with South Africa? It's so sad. I mean, there's always full of drama in the last 3 years.
Correct.
Yeah,
I think
It's
I
so
don't know what's
they
going
stupid.
have,
on with them.
Well, who
yeah.
cares? Okay, nobody cares about South Africa anymore. Let me see. I want to see. I want to see Guam
We
return.
care.
What happened to
That'd
Guam?
be fun. Guam
I
has
think
beautiful
Guam would
girls.
be
Yeah.
fun. You know. What about like Lithuania,
Hmm.
Latvia? Those are the
Yeah.
Baltic countries.
You know
You know,
Um,
if
what?
you're gonna add all of them, imagine if we have like Miss North and South Korea. That would be fun. Two
that's
two
not gonna,
representative of the same
that's not gonna
country.
happen.
Oh my
No,
Okay.
God.
that's not gonna happen. You know,
Okay,
Korea.
I'm gonna be a director for North Pole. Miss North Pole is gonna be Lenka. Let's do it. Miss North and South Pole. That would be the first time I send Lenka as Miss North Pole Universe, and she's gonna be top 20, top 10.
Oh,
somebody
come
says
on.
Samoa. Yeah, Samoa needs to come back.
Yeah.
Azerbaijan only competed once or twice. Tajikistan has never competed. I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. And Turkmenistan, nope.
I don't know.
Uzbekistan, yes, for the first time last year. Yeah, they did. So, and of course, you have Miss Universe Palestine competing this year
What
for the
about
first time.
Congo? I haven't heard Miss Congo.
Democratic Republic of the Congo, Dr. Congo. Remember DR Congo, formerly known as Zaire. I don't know why they dropped the name. I kind of prefer the name Zaire. Zaire sounds
Sounds
better than
interesting. Zahir. Yeah.
Dr. Congo, DR Congo. So stupid.
Do you guys notice? I forgot the country that in Grand it was from Asia. They say, I think they say Taiwan or something, but she said something completely different
What?
in the presentation. She didn't say the name of the country.
What?
What did she say? Republic of China? Did she say something like that? Republic?
Something like completely different. Like
I think she said Taiwan. Maybe she was
I
just
think
Interesting.
it was
Thailand.
Taiwan, but I think she said a Republic of China or something. I said, what happened here?
Yeah,
Taiwan, the
that's
Republic of China, is
yeah,
that it?
that's the
Okay.
name.
Yeah, I think was her that they put Taiwan there. Hey, Republic of China. I'm like, okay, what happened? She doesn't want.
Well, did you notice
Oh,
that there were
Chinese Taipei. That's what she
Chinese
said.
Taipei? Yeah, the former
Oh,
one.
okay.
You
Yeah.
say that in Miss World too, right? They have a different name from Taiwan.
There were like 5 Chinese girls that competed in Miss Grand International this year. None of them made the cut. You have China, Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, and Singapore. All Chinese girls did not make it. Chinese girls, you need to step up the plate, people. Okay,
Yeah.
you need to be serious about
I
this.
mean, they have the money. Why don't they just like use
You
that
guys have the
budget?
money. You guys have
They're
casinos
rich.
in Macau, for Pete's sake.
I
Okay.
mean,
They are
they have
loaded.
beautiful girls, but come on, take
Why
some
don't you
stage
invest?
person
And why do you always pick ugly, mediocre, homely looking Chinese girls? Like
with
China is like
the
over 1 billion people. You're sending an ugly Chinese girl to
yeah
Miss Universe? Hello. Do
with
better,
the
people.
orange hair that is not your real color. I'm sorry, but that is so bad. I was like, I see roots, and I'm not talking about the
Right?
movie.
Okay,
I
somebody
see
wants to know. Can
roots
we talk about USA? Okay, Miss USA is going on right now. Just gonna be blunt. Okay, Nevada needs to win Miss USA. If Nevada wins Miss USA, automatic top 5 in Miss Universe.
I think the new ownership has so much potential. I really like what's his name? I forgot his name, but the
Tom
new guy.
Brewer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he seems quite professional compared to Layla Rose. So I'm really hopeful to see his direction. I know he has a very short
Well,
time to prepare for Miss Universe, but I think next year he'll do even better. Hopefully, like more longer time to select the contestants for the national pageant. But I really like him.
he's a
Yeah,
pageant coach. He's a
yeah.
pageant coach, so he knows what
He
it
knows,
takes to choose
yes.
a contestant and work with them. I think that's gonna is a great addition. He's very polite, super nice, so
Yeah, he seems
he's
nice.
a great addition. I just wait. Honestly, I wish they just had sent the first round up from this year, so he had a chance to have a great production and prepare a girl that will be worthy to compete in Thailand soon because they don't have time to prepare nobody. They need to choose somebody that is ready to go. It's like you won today, tomorrow we have a fitting, and good luck. You're traveling 2 days later. I mean, they don't have time.
Correct.
So when are the girls arriving in Thailand? When are the Miss Universe girls arriving in Thailand? Is it the first week of November? November 2nd?
Yeah, I think November the 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute. So Czech and Slovak, are they returning back to their countries and then come back to Thailand? Or are they staying there now?
Right now, they're going back to their countries,
Okay.
but they're gonna keep on working very hard, of course, and training. But we are talking about possibly the girls coming earlier before the contest to keep the work here because
Okay.
Czech Republic is working with local designer for her final gowns. Of course, Slovakia as well. We are talking to many designers here, about the gowns and training. So yeah, we're talking. The team is talking about coming back early again to do more work. And then again, I just want to give a high five to the team and to Sam Dolce because first time national director. He's really working hard. He's doing amazing job,
Is
and you
Sam
guys,
Dolce gay?
well, of course. He has a wonderful boyfriend called Mikuláš, who is also working with him, helping him, supporting him. I love them. I hope that I'm gonna get to the wedding. Amazing
I
couple.
would love to see Sam Dolce in person. I want to
You
meet him.
will.
Yeah.
You will. You
Yeah.
will. When you come to Thailand, you are gonna meet him, and you're gonna meet Michaela as well. She's so excited to meet you,
Oh,
and
I love Michaela. Michaela and I have been like interacting on Instagram. She loves me. I love her too.
she's incredible. So you guys have a lot to look forward to. Like keep an eye on Czech and Slovakia. I promise you, these girls are bringing their A game. I love them both.
Mhm.
Since we're talking about the girls who have already arrived in Bangkok, can we talk about Cote d'Ivoire or Olivia Yates? I think this girl is here to win.
Oh my
She came
God.
Ooh,
early, a
Uh,
month
Cote,
early,
Cote
and Cote
d'Ivoire
d'Ivoire,
is one
she'll
of
be
my
staying
top
here. She's
two.
not going back. She came early, and I think she's here to win. I'm sorry to other girls, but I feel like this time an
It's
African country
between
could win.
her and Thailand. Those are the two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
It's
those two are
just
holding
Those are
hands.
the two.
so, oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I can't even.
We've been saying it, Cote d'Ivoire and Thailand, they are the ones that are gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Cote d'Ivoire, Thailand, and if Nevada wins Miss USA, also USA is gonna be top 5. Who else is very strong right now? Venezuela is out. I think she's like
Venezuela
she's
went down the
faded.
hill.
She has
She looks
faded
like
for
Miss
me.
International.
I'm
She needs to
sorry.
go to Japan.
Ecuador's
Ecuador,
pretty.
Yes.
Ecuador coming
I
strong.
like her.
Ecuador coming
Yes.
strong. Oh,
I love
Netherlands. Netherlands is going strong.
Yeah. I love
Beautiful
Philippines.
Natalie. Philippines, of course.
Of course.
Philippines is gonna
She's
be
really
there
cute.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I also
Who
like
else?
Costa Rica. She's really beautiful.
Oh my God, yes. Costa
Costa
Rica
Rica's
and
face is
Chile.
like so
Chile.
stunning.
The
Chile is, but
blonde.
Chile kind of looks like last year's
That
winner, so
blonde
I don't think she's
Chile.
winning.
Chile,
She's not
okay.
winning.
Argentina is
She,
gorgeous. Another
Yeah.
blonde.
Yeah.
I
So
like
many pretty
I
girls.
like Estonia too. She's tall. She looks like Victoria.
Oh yeah.
And sorry,
I remember now.
Safa, but I love Palestine.
Oh, she's pretty. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Facially
yeah.
She's
gorgeous. Yes.
She's
like
but she,
I know her for quite a while. She is amazing.
yeah.
But
Charitable work. She has been doing a lot of work all around the world supporting women, you know, and the environment. She's established businesswoman. She's very educated. She's good-hearted. Like I can tell you, like Nadine, she has my heart. I absolutely adore her.
You know what happened about her, right? The video that she had posted on her Instagram about the war, and then she had made some statements that were like kind of like misleading and deceptive about Israel. And
Wow.
then yeah, and then the Miss Universe, actually the Miss Universe organization found out about that, and they told her to take it down, and she did.
Well, that was the
So
claim of Universe Israel, and I'm sorry to say, but Israel's government is using its own beauty queens to make claims. There were claims made about me. You know,
I
you know, we're all gonna take sides. You know, I met Miss Israel in person during New York Fashion Week. Melanie, she's an amazing, intelligent woman, and she's
yeah.
been actually being she's received a lot of death threats from the Palestinian people, from the Palestinian side, because of her presence, because of representation. So I think if I don't think the two women will ever going to interact with each other, just like Lebanon and Israel in the past.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's a challenge for the Miss Universe organization to make sure that those two women will always be separated from each other. Because
Right.
That is so
but
sad.
like
Yeah.
Russia and Ukraine.
And yeah,
Remember,
it happened
they never
before.
interacted last
yeah.
year. And I'm sure Thailand and Cambodia will not interact with each other,
Rafa, there might not be a Miss Cambodia coming because she has posted on her
which
news
is
saying she's
unfortunate, which is
afraid
really
of her
sad,
safety.
which is really
So
unfortunate.
she might not come. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
By the way,
There's
talking about the
another dream
contestants,
shattered.
don't forget about Miss World runner-up, Guadeloupe. She's here too. She's stunning.
Oh, shit. I forgot about
Did you
her.
forget?
Damn. There's so
She
many
was a
strong
runner-up at Miss World.
girls.
Yeah.
There's just
Yeah,
Everyone
she's
is
beautiful.
stunning. Yeah.
Cote d'Ivoire and Guadeloupe, top 2. Can you imagine?
They both speak
French,
French,
Oh, that
right?
would be
both French-speaking
French-speaking
countries.
girls. Yeah. That'll be
that
amazing.
would be
I mean, you can forget about
the
Miss France.
battle
Miss France is forget her.
the battle of the Miss Worlds. It's like it's like
Forget her.
that would have been like in Puerto Rico and Thailand, because they were former supranational girls. So it would be like that battle like this, like okay, which Supra is gonna win Universe. So now it's which Miss World will win Miss Universe now. It's like I don't know. I think it's gonna be Cote d'Ivoire and Thailand.
Mm.
It's gonna be very interesting that they crown Thailand, and that would be like the competition between the Thais, Miss World, Miss Thailand. Now it's Miss World, and then you imagine Thailand become Miss Universe. That would be
I
very
love
interesting.
it. I would love it. I'm sorry,
That'd be
but
fun.
I
like
will love it.
you know, like Veena Pravina saying, I've been rooting for her since 2018. I think she
Yeah.
should have way before, but I think it was a universe plan for her not to get crowned before and to be crowned this year, because now she has a stronger organization backing her. Now she has millions of followers all around the world, and she did amazing in Miss Universe Thailand. The only weakness was her walk a little bit, that catwalk during the swimsuit, that was a mishap.
Mm-hmm.
But currently training every single day with Porapla. If you remember, she was the first run. She was Miss Grand Thailand winner, and then she was the first runner-up at Miss Supranational. So
Yes.
now she's doing catwalk classes with her every single day. They're working really, really hard. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Vina is coming prepared.
Oh my
And,
God.
Chanrak Vina, Chanrak Thailand, I'm like all for it for her to win. She will do amazing job. And it will be historical moment for Thailand as a country to have a
Yeah.
Miss World winner, a Miss Universe winner in a
That would be
year.
awesome. That would be
Yeah,
totally
I think it's
awesome.
I
about
will.
time for Thailand to finally get a Miss Universe. It has been like
Yeah.
34 years. Last year was 1988. That's a long time ago. That's way before I was ever
Mm-hmm.
born. So like I would love to see Miss Universe that is a tiger getting the Miss Universe crown.
Yeah.
And what
And it's
else
well
than
deserved.
crowning in Bangkok? Yeah, that'd be amazing.
I mean,
Yeah.
well
And who
deserved.
happens to be
Vina,
Indian too.
So yeah, it's like a lot of people will love Vienna if she wins Miss Universe. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I think I mean, we said it already, and we said it again. Vina already paid her dues. It's time for her. And I think Thailand has been craving the crown. It's been too close. So I think it's time.
yeah.
Yeah. Correct. This is the year.
So if
Mm-hmm.
Thailand wins Miss Universe, automatically Thailand will be the country of the year because Thailand won Miss World, of course, with Opal, and of course Miss
Mm-hmm.
Globe recently.
Oh yeah, sure am.
The
Miss
girl who
Miss
won
Globe.
the Thai girl who won Miss Globe was actually competed in Miss Grand, right?
She was
Yeah,
runner-up. She
that's
had holding hands with the gotcha bell.
now what's girl. I think
Yeah.
Yeah,
he had that
yeah,
license or something.
yeah. He has the franchise for the Miss Globe. So
Yeah,
it'd
she
be
was the
great.
first runner-up in Miss Grand Thailand, so she's Nawat's girl, so he has that crown. The
Yeah,
next one is
and
the
also
Universe.
another girl of Nawat was second runner-up at Miss Asia Pacific. I don't know if that includes, but she was in the Philippines. She was in top 3.
Yeah,
So
she was
Correct.
Yeah.
second
that's
runner-up, I
brilliant.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Correct.
second runner-up.
Correct.
So
Rafa,
Papa
I
Nawat is
gotta
very
go.
happy. All right, girl, bye. We're gonna go too. We're gonna
Bye.
wrap it up.
Bye, Noemi.
Bye.
Bye.
I gotta work tomorrow.
All
Me
right.
too. Well,
Make more
today
money so you can afford
for
Miss
me.
Universe.
There you go. I gotta pay the bills.
Bye, girl.
Bye.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. Guys, thank you so much for this group chat. As usual, it's fun to just talk about our passion, our hobby, which happens to be very, very expensive. Okay, it costs a lot of money
Mm-hmm.
to be a
And
pageant
time.
fanatic, to be a pageant follower. Okay, but it's always nice to to have to be all working together and help young women to realize their dreams, be
Mm-hmm.
it being a coach, a mentor, a follower, anything, a fan like you guys, people watching right now. Please continue to support any channel that is involved with pageantry, because it's a small community and we all need each other. We all need each other's support. That's why if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be eternally grateful to all of you.
Right. Report Rafa.
All right. Last words, my dear panelists.
In the
I
end,
see you.
just want to say that I'm really happy that I have found a community of people to discuss about Miss Grand and other pageantry, and it's always been such a joy to talk to Rafa. And hopefully, I get to meet you in person during Miss Universe, Rafa, so we could make more content in person and not just in Zoom.
Exactly. I cannot wait for all of us to get together.
Yeah.
Yes. And of course, Wilfredo is an amazing walking runway coach. And please follow all of us. Follow Lanka. Lanka's Instagram is Lenka I'm going to put all the tags, the handles in the description box so you guys can follow all of us, okay? And of course, Pageant Empress, George, and Noemi, Cuba director. So yeah, we're definitely gonna see you in Thailand for Miss Universe. And as soon as the girls start arriving in Thailand, I'm gonna start covering it. Okay, even though I'm not
Yes.
physically there, but I'm still going to cover it. Okay. So look forward to some great content from all of us. All right, darling Lenka, thank you. Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you, love you, love you. I'll see you
Sawadee
guys on the next
ka.
live
Wilfredo, thank
soon.
you. And George will talk, okay? All right, thank you, people. Have a wonderful week. We love you. Mabuhay. Salamat. Muchas
Good
gracias.
night.
Ciao.
Bye, buenas noches.
Love you.